Yo, how's she going? Okay. So, alrighty. I just came back. I just like spilt milk on myself. Spilt the cat's milk on my t-shirt. I got a friggin' stain. Well, not really a stain, I guess. Mostly just a little wet spot because I had to wipe it up. Looks terrible. So that's good. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna change frickin' t-shirts. I just showered and I just changed into this t-shirt. Motivation. Every death scene is one spank. Nice. Is that supposed to be good or bad? I guess it would be I tell you, not you tell me. Alright, anyways. Okay. Multiple things. One, I'm still playing the game. I'm not giving up. Save states might be in order, but I think for now I'll still keep on going the way I am right now, which is suffering. So that's good. The cat is currently passed on my bed. Thought I'd let everybody know. Seems to be a very important note. But this gets better than last stream for sure. Get so much more content, exactly. Okay, so about the controls, I think I've only come for the chicken wing. Me too. And she is currently, I don't know if you'll actually see her. You can't. She's like right here. Do it. Oh, you can like just barely not see her paw. And I got a barky dog. Hold on a second. Let me try to see if we can do this. Will this work? Well, if I reduce your bite, there you go. Oh, there's a paw. There's a cat. That's a cat right there. It's okay if you feel it. No, you can see the cat right there. How about that? Just for you. Just for everybody. Oh my god, what are you guys barking at? You're bothering the cat. No clue. Anyways, there. Kitty! You got the cat. Oh my god. Okay, so I figured out something control-wise. There's a stain, by the way. Show beans. I don't have a can. Heinz? Oh, what's the one friggin' brand I actually do like? I don't remember. It's not Heinz. It's something else. And they have like a freaking Fiesta bean medley thing. And it's really good. I love it. That was also good for protein intake. And for lunches actually too. It was also really good. Okay, Divine Kitty. More like Design Kitty. Your claw is also stuck in my freaking thing. I can't look. There you go. I helped the kitty. Oh my god. Gotta help out the elderly. There you go. Okay, so control-wise, with the whole frickin' thing I've been talking about with doing the hexaphonic pickup thing, I thought of multiple things. And the funny thing is, everything's gonna work. And it just requires like a little bit of work to get everything kind of going. But it is actually be easy. Unfortunately, it's not going to be with this guitar. I still need to design the pickup. That's for sure. But to test everything out, I did think of something that will actually work. And I've been actually talking over with one of my friends at work. And friggin' like you actually there's like multiple things that like will actually work. One, I have like a so I have like a bunch of Stratocasters. One of my Stratocasters I replaced the pickguard in, so I have 3. I have one Stratocaster I do like that I'm not gonna change anything is, but the other one, I can take out the pickups out of that guitar, and then what I'm gonna do is instead of having like the pickups like this, I'm gonna turn it around so that one pickup is facing one string. So I'm gonna do one pickup per string, and I might need to stagger them, which is all fine. I'm gonna be able to do that. That's fine, just dandy. Don't you worry. I'm not worrying. The cat's worrying. So I'll be able to do that. I have enough jacks from Guitar Pedal projects, and I believe 2 projects that like I'm not really using right now. One of them is causing me problems. The other one, actually, I do have like I should have like a bunch. Yeah, I do. So I can grab 6 guitar jacks and put them all into the pickguard. I need to cut a whole new pickguard for this because I gotta do a whole bunch of stupid shit to it. So I need to cut like put in 6 holes, and then what I need to do as well is I need to plug all of them in, well, obviously. So here's the thing. I've been talking about like how my freaking interface only has 4 possible inputs, 2 technically. It means better accuracy. Yes, better accuracy. But I'm going to do this in a very stupid way. Because I was like, okay, I can't really spend money on anything super expensive right now. Oh my god, you freaking destroyed my green screen again. Okay, sorry. So I thought about this. There's a way I can actually do this that actually works. So, my interface only has 4 inputs. Talking about you, I'm talking to everybody. It's gonna be on the test, by the way. So, I have 4 inputs on my thing. I need 6. So my guitar would be able to do 4 inputs, at least on the thing. I meant to put a question mark. Talking about me. Just a period. Full stop. And so I was looking around to see if I have anything else that has optical out, so I can actually plug into the optical in of my interface, and I do. I have one, and it's gonna work because I know it will. So I gotta use a TV. I have one TV that actually has the optical out that I need, and unfortunately it's big. It's my, well actually I'll be able to stuff in that corner. So the TV has an optical out. Are you using Toslink? Yes. Technically ADAT, technically SPDIF. So yes, I'm using Toslink. I'm using the glass fiber cable. So I'm gonna be plugging my TV, plugging in 2 inputs into the AV jacks in, audio in, and then routing that back to my interface so I can actually have all 6 pickups working. I'm just going to replace this with a USB microphone. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all I have to do. The microphone thing, I need to try to reroute that again and doing some audio thing there. But like, I think this weekend I'm gonna try working on that. I will definitely have a lot of more free time for next week as well. So I will be able to do a lot of testing, and if I can, I'm gonna try and make a pickup for this thing. Unfortunately, the whole TV setup will probably have to be permanent if I do run it that way, and it will be extremely more accurate because I'm doing, instead of 1 pickup for every single string, it'll be 1 pickup per string. And finally be a professional. I'm finally using my cheap as hellness to frickin' my advantage. And my gluttony of collecting cheap instruments and other cheap things. The word of the day is cheap. Everything's freaking cheap. You're supposed to be a picture of a duck. Oh, you're still gonna work. Why is the picture a page? Why does it say XLL? Am I getting viruses? Am I getting duck viruses? Evil ducks, speaking of which. So yeah, so my setup is gonna be very redneck, but it's gonna work. Speaking of redneck, again, look at this look at this tan. That's a tan right there, not the muscle. A bear died after climbing onto a utility pole. Jesus. Oh my god. Emma's getting a job. She'll be able to donate to her homeless shelter when she gets paid. Sounds great. Donate to the cat. Have you played any of the Dead Rising games? I have not, but I've seen the videos and they are really cool. 400,000 viruses. Virus equals very yes. Computer over. What is good? Ideas are good, and hopefully I'll be able to implement them pretty soon. How's it going, Hard Rock Lion? Blur's a dream guitar. Hell yeah, it's a dream guitar. It's freaking beautiful. Well, Lego one. That's actually made out of Lego. Friggin' rock and roll. Yeah. I don't know. I love the Explorer. A lot of bands I'll listen to use the guitarists use the Explorers. I'm like, I might as well build it, you know. And also it's a cool shape, and also like it was really neat trying to build it with Lego pieces, and actually it turning out fine. It actually turns beautiful. It's actually really close, except this horn's a little bit smaller. This the back horn is technically a little bit smaller, but it works. All right. Flying Phaser, Dream Guitar. That too, I love the pointy guitars. They're great. I love all the pointy guitars. Alright, let's suffer. So yeah, hi cat paw. So I'm hoping that everything will be able to, wrong button, there you go. So I'm hoping everything will be able to work. I have a Les Paul custom, but Dream One's like Explorer. Still really sick though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I love my Epiphone SG, my Epiphone SG 310, the bolt-on neck. That thing's a solid. But like freaking, you know, I had to get myself. I had to build this. I didn't want to just build like an Air Stratocaster. So actually, funny enough, my blue guitar is Les Paul shaped. It's a single cut. And then I was like, let's just do something fancier angles. Hell yeah. Every night you said playing a cover with Gay Monta is the same if you play Rock Band or Guitar Hero. I think so, but I could definitely make that as like a special kind of thing. If I can kind of like plan it out where it's like, you know, this stream's gonna be like, I know it's gonna be demonetized, who cares? But I think it's only a limited amount of time I can actually stream it for, unfortunately. But yes, I do need to play like a Rock Band instead of playing. Every time you die, you have to place one piece with orange. With a cat, with an orange cat. Is it because of Bubsy's orange? Or Bubsy's orange? Stratocaster's a good guitar, but really common. That's why I got Les Paul instead of Stratocaster, to be honest. Honestly, no, that's pretty fair. That is perfectly fair. I also meant to turn off the music. Boop. Also, I realized I also had some of the other music files on my PC, and I completely forgot to put them in when I got the stream intro thing going. Like, Stratocasters are pretty cool. Like, I love the Stratocaster shape, you know, like, I've always been a fan of, like, country music and, like, frickin' other musicians that use frickin' Stratocasters. Telecasters took me a long time to get into. But, yeah, they're, like, super common, unfortunately. I didn't want to just build, like, a Stratocaster guitar. I wanted my second one to be special, and honestly, when I rebuild my first guitar, it's gonna probably be in the shape of a airline, or yeah, an airline Newport. No, it's a Glenwood. Airline Glenwood. Watched a Guitar 3 randomizer not too long ago. Kind of want to try, but can't. Yeah. Again, was it Asai or Akai? I think it's Asai. I know he started trying to play that not too long ago as well. Come on, I just freaking landed. Dude. Just try and make it a bass one? Yes, I would love to. There's one more guitar shape I want to build. And that is the Jackson Zorax. So Macau's guitar from Majora's Mask. I want to build that. Besides the guy, okay, yeah, I kind of figured. Because I know he streamed it not too long ago and I watched it as well. Well, I watched part of it. I was in the air, bud. But yes, I do want to build a bass as well. Bass is on the plans of something I want to build as well, but unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of a hiatus because it's expensive. As you could probably imagine. I was maybe half and skip through the rest. Oh, yeah. But I know it's like the permadeath one where you miss one note and then you have to like restart the entire game. And also when it comes to bass, there's like a couple bass shapes I would love to do. One of them would be the Firebird shape. Also, Japus's bass shape from frickin' Majora's Mask is also one. Permadeath, yeah. Alrighty, sir. Are you ready for this? I was not ready for that. And my cat's passed out. I'm gonna lose my mind on this freaking level. I think I already did. Oh god. Oh god. What do you mean, bud? Come on. Just freaking let me just jump on you. Thank you. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Evil ducks. Yeah, nice movement. Come on, I jumped in the air. The game's frustrating. It's not being nice. So now I have 3 soldering projects I need to do now. One of them is still trying to fix my iPod, which I'm hoping that still works. One of them is going to be the guitar pickup thing. And one of them might be trying to fix up some solder joints on my buddy's freaking amp still. Even though that thing has been fine. It just, I don't know. What does Bubsy do with the atom? He doesn't throw. I don't know. I think he eats them or something. I think you get like an extra either health point or you freaking gain a life. I think you gain a life at like 50. I think like every 50 you gain a life. He friggin' eats them. One atom at a time. One atom at a time. Jesus. God damn it, I missed the drink. Okay, okay. Speaking of permadeath. You were right passed out. Oh boy. Back it up. Back it up. Don't. Yeah, so I have a lot of work ahead of me to do. There was like one other thing I wanted to do too that involves soldering. I don't remember. But yeah, it sucks that you can't like just collect them as like, you know, extra bullets. No, you can't. Because of course you can't. Aye. Damn it, I missed my train. I missed my train. Shit. I panicked. I panicked. I can't freaking move cleanly. I'm looking around the wrong way. Oh my god. What could possibly go wrong? My thoughts of beating this game are going wrong. Of trying to at least beat this game. Although with this soldering, what could possibly go wrong? Frickin' burning myself, I guess. Ruining a pickup, actually. Oh, making the pickup doy. That's the other thing I want to frickin' do as well. Because if my idea works, if the TV does exactly what I need to do, if the TV also doesn't give me enough latency, then my controls are gonna kick ass. It's gonna be really ridiculous. What do you freaking mean? What bands do you play? A lot of rock and roll. There's Airborne. Airborne has been actually a lot recently, especially because I got the Explorer. I have to play freaking, you know, a lot of just Airborne stuff. Mostly like a lot of rock and roll. Freaking. A lot of classic stuff like Airborne, AC/DC. I did learn a bit of Rose Tattoo. I do need to relearn the slide parts for some stuff, especially because my thing's also flat too. Very good. Is this the Bubsy collection or the original? It's the original. It's definitely original. It's definitely a copy I acquired. Just land on this stupid thing, please. A lot of them on Marth. I also like got really into like frickin' synthwave as well. So Dance with the Dead and also Wolf and Raven are also 2 of them as well. I mean, prior to stream was modding Ocarina of Time on PC. We're past the point of pretending it's original hardware. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? It's originally was on hardware. Is still technically if I go grab my cartridge. And what do you mean there's a Lego game for the N64? There's Ocarina of Time on N64. Why can't there be Lego Ocarina of Time? You know? With my original Nintendo patented son of a stupid, pissed, angry, mad, angry, super angry controls. They suck. But yeah, no, like frickin' no, I mean, yeah, it's definitely, you know, not original. Like I always say, who the hell would buy Bubsy? You got PSX built in his guitar. Yeah, my PlayStation is built right into my guitar. What do you mean? You just can't hear this disc spinning because it's on the backside. You know, the disc is on screen. That's the one. Okay. Original modded copy of Legend of Brick like Arena of Time for P64. Exactly. Now you know what I'm. Now you're getting it. Why did I started that so bad? I have been stuttering a lot less. I'm still stuttering a lot, but that one was a pretty good one. Also, my arm is still on fire. I have been out in the sun a lot. Dude! Alright, well, the blue walls look at the same textures doors for Wolfenstein. That's kind of true, actually. They kind of do. You know, that's another game I might need to play, actually, is Wolfenstein. I did play a tiny bit of Doom. I do have Blakestone as well. Although, more Wolfenstein and Blakestone are kind of like two, like, peas of a pod, pretty much. As in, like, they're both, like, basically room-based, get the key card, get shot by a friggin' electric duck. Although, unlike Ocarina of Time, there is an official PC version of Bubsy 3D thanks to the collection. Ah, gotcha. Well, I'm originally playing the game on PC. I don't know how to say it. Two Wolfenstein games. Yeah, they actually did really good job on that. I'm really hoping that Ganon works out, though. Speaking of which, I'm really hoping that Ganon actually does work out. I bet the Lego mod could run on original hardware at least 1 frame per week. Yeah, honestly, yeah, probably. Here's the thing. Surprisingly, you can't just, like, super just cook in the thing. The thing is that, like, you would need an EverDrive or delete some of the enemy models to bring in at least one of them. Because I believe, if I remember correctly, there's only 32 megabytes for the enemies in the game, as far as what I read. And one enemy would already take up like 3 megabytes of it. Probably a good collection of all the classic Bubsy games, including a version of Bubsy 3D with non-tank controls. That's amazing.
An X-Man.
I wish I would have seen that. the Bubsy 3D with better controls. Because, to be honest, I think that's the one thing that really lets this game down is the bad controls. Then again, I think it was before they released a controller with analog stick, right? So, I gotta pet my cat real quick. Hold on a second. There you go. What a good cat. I'll blend new order with new Colossus with doggy doo-doo. Let me tell you what's doggy doo-doo. This game. The evil ducks. Oh, just jump guitar. You're very sensitive to the jumping control. Why didn't you jump with the cat and the jumping? It's still very charming. The game is super charming. Also, the voice actress is very legendary, by the way. Just jump! I know, I picked it very lightly. Well, this is very bad. I still love me Rise of the Triad. I know that game got like a bit crapped on, especially the original one. But honestly, not the worst game in the world. It ain't no Bubsy. Hey, hold on a second. I got evil lightning ducks. Forwards.
You rascally mutant, you!
Alright, let me just check this out. I don't know if they're still not letting links on frickin' YouTube or whatever. Wow, very positive. Oh my god. Yeah, there's the cat, Bubsy 3D. By Bubsy 40. Yeah, that's pretty rad. Core 2 Duo E7500. I don't know if my computer can do that. Oh, man. Coming from the Mascot Wars. Yeah, no kidding. Or platforming punchline. Yeah, at least they're kind of like, you know, rolling in the punch as well. I think they kind of knew that was kind of bad. Man, actually, they had like a lot of freaking Bubsy games, didn't they? YouTube, weird. Very weird.
Shopping.
Core 2 Duo. Yeah, exactly. Core 2 Duo, let me tell you. Just jump on the stupid thing. I swear to God, Bubsy. I'll eventually get to it. It's pretty cool. Oh boy. Get to it. Hop to it. It includes all the different console ports of Bubsy, including SNES, Genesis, Japanese version, Game Boy. Yeah, I just saw the Game Boy one. I was like, okay, that's actually pretty wild. Genesis, eh? A surprising amount of love for Bubsy of all things. I think it definitely falls into the cult classic kind of deal. And especially Bubsy 3D being so bad, it's kind of legendary kind of deal. And as far as I know, the other games aren't too bad. Dude! I can't turn! That was up in the air! There's fans for everything. I mean, they ported Big Rigs River Racing and Steam or like a year ago. Yeah. Also, oh my god. The pain of non-analog controls. Yeah. I would imagine there's probably a mod of this game for PlayStation that just fixes a lot of the problems. But hey, what's suffering for, especially when I'm playing guitar games with a guitar? Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry. Maybe see a grown man cry. Just jump on the thing. It's green. It's there. It has freaking baronade hair. Just kill it. It's evil. It's not even swimming. I just wanted to jump, bud. Anyways. But yeah, no, it's one of those The Room kind of deal where like if there's something that is so legendary. I mean, think about Zelda CDI, like the Zelda CDI games, legendary games, great games. Hell no. But like legendary because of their campiness and everything. Oh, absolutely. Jaguar exclusive game, Bubsy game. Was there an Atari Lynx freaking exclusive Bubsy game? I am inquiring. No, because a Jaguar game is in the collection. Oh, true. There you go. I don't know how different this game would be if they had the Mario 64 to base it off when developing. True. Like, this was definitely during the time when, like, everybody was just vying to be the character. You had Sonic, Crash Bandicoot started coming into the mix. Bubsy has been around for a bit, you know. Frickin' Mario, obviously. Croc, yeah, Croc worked as well. The tank, so it can work. Exactly, it can work. It's just, I think I think they didn't really have enough scope for this game. They had like reversal like scope creep. I'll say it right now. They definitely nailed at making a charming game. I will 100% say that. If this game honestly had better controls, it would definitely be remembered better, obviously. It has some cool things about it, but the controls definitely lack on it. To be honest, I would have rather played this as a kid. Than the shovelware Game Boy Color games I had. Understandable. There was actually one Barbie game that was actually really cool to play on the Game Boy. I only say that because my sister had it, and, you know, we didn't really have too many games, and, I played it. I played it a lot. You are like a mile away from it. You could just stretch out your arm and pet it on the head. She's still passed out, by the way. I wonder if it would be controlled better if you didn't use, I don't know, a guitar to play it. Fair. What are you talking about? It's my own controller, though. Disregard the PS4 controller I used a while ago. What do you mean mouse and keyboard? What do you mean any other controller I actually do have that I can actually play on a computer with, like my frickin' third-party Switch controller, or my Switch controller, or my Switch Joy-Cons I connect onto my headstock. What else do I have? Anything else other than a guitar? What do you mean? Again, maybe even a MIDI piano, my drum, okay, maybe not drum kit. What do you mean I like to make things harder for myself? You are in the enemy, just jump on his frickin' silly little head. There you go. You wanna know a secret? I also suck at platforming games. Guitars don't get stick drift. Exactly! Or stick drift. Also, controllers don't get sick drifts, though. Sick drifts. Actually, yes, they do, but you know. It does a keyboard. True. Okay. So I am not a keyboard and mouse gamer. I can't do that. I've done it for years playing Diablo 2. And my hands are like, we're done with that. It's your controller or nothing after long periods of time. I gotta kill this guy. Or a controller without a stick. True. Like a Wiimote. I could also use my Wiimote on my PC. What do you mean I'm holding a white PS4 controller in my hands? That is now on my computer desk. Dude! Would Bubsy 3D work on an NES controller? You can make it work. So, really, there's 3 buttons you need. Hell, even 1 button you could probably get rid of. I think you can. Because you only just need a D-pad. L and R is just for shuffling sideways, but you can kind of go without. If you could jump and do that instead, you're fine. A button, yeah. And then there's also the shooting button. But the glide button's what you need. You don't need the jumping button. You need the gliding button, but you still need the X to be able to start. So I think you can replace one, like select with another button, and I think it'll be fine. So yeah. Controller can be argued to be preference for everything other than FPS, where mouse... Yeah, the mouse has just more precision. Funny enough, so is my guitar. To a certain extent. If I were to have analog controls friggin' working, which I will be able to do that again. That's my fault. That's my fault.
Here we go again.
Yeah, I agree. But yes, controller is just preference. Like, I didn't really like the Xbox 360 controllers. I don't mind the Xbox Ones. I fixed them for a bit. They're not too bad. They're better. They're better than the old Xbox controllers. I don't like any other Xbox controller, but the latest, I guess, Xbox One for controllers are fine. PlayStation, I prefer the PS3 controller. Mostly because it's really cool and honestly, it feels really comfortable. I am very comfortable with the Switch controller. It feels a little bit bigger in my hands. I'm not a big fan of the PS4 controller, really. It feels very awkward. The Wii U controller is amazing. As old Xbox controllers were too bulky, yeah. Even gyro controller means you can still argue controller for FPS. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And honestly, funny enough, you mentioned that. Whenever I do play any game that requires like shooting and stuff, I do like to use gyro for that. Hell, even my 3DS. When I was playing like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, like, personally when it came out, like freaking, I prefer to use the gyro. Controls are Xbox One, PS5, and GameCube. Yes, with the GameCube. The GameCube is obviously just legendary. It is definitely a little bit too small. If they made one like maybe 10 to almost 20% bigger, oh my god, it would be so comfy. Like, I don't have like super massive hands. I would probably say I have like above average, I guess. Oh yeah, I don't have the thing anymore. Personally, Switch Pro controllers, favorite. Yes, they are very fantastic. The problem is with every single new generation controller is that the stick drift thing is because they cheaped out on the control stick assembly. Like, honestly, almost at the point of like, if you buy like a new controller, you're almost better off replacing it, like right away. Everything else the controller is just fine. It's just control stick assemblies are just really bad. Hey, D-pad and the Switch controller player lets it down. Try playing Celeste on that thing. I would have to look at it again. Oh, yeah, no, I guess it is kind of weird. That's why, again, I still prefer the Wii U controller in terms of, like, a lot of stuff. The D-pad on that feels really comfy. Control stick's great. The button the button layout definitely is a lower thing. Or take the rubber out from under the sticks. True, that is also another thing, too. Just jump on it, please. Excuse me. This controller D-pad feels like misinputs for sometimes. I would have to try it again. I don't think I've played in the games with the D-pad. I feel like I would understand what you mean. I would have to play Crypto the Necrodancer and Cadence of Hyrule again with the controller. But I think I ended up using my PDP controller instead. Dude. Steam Deck's also top tier. Steam Deck is something I definitely want to try one day. To be honest, I also really like the Wii U gamepad. Not because I've been using it more and stuff, for the love of freaking God. Jump on the stupid goggle-wearing bastard. Run. Okay. I thought I was gonna get shot immediately. Jump. It's mainly when you do rapid inputs like Tetris 99. Oh, okay. I wonder if it's because of the size. Here, you know what? I'll go check it out. Here back. I can't put my guitar down. I need to put it in there. Okay, you know what? Here. I'll go. No, I want to check it out right now. I'm curious. I'm very curious. So, here. I'll compare. I'll grab some examples. I still don't know where my PS4 controller is. I'm very sad about it. Sorry, cat.
Oh my god. Okay, let's talk controllers for a minute. Okay, so just boop. Okay, so I have
My cheap old friggin' PDP. Oh my god, it's see-through. It's green. It's Luigi. Anyways, I really like the feeling of this controller myself. Hi, Bubsy. How's she go? So, I really do like this controller. The rubber. Speaking of rubber pads, the ones in these controllers are absolute garbage. This one never lasted. The control sticks are rock solid. The D-pad honestly feels okay. Let's compare that. Also, it has the back buttons too, and I love it. The shoulder buttons aren't too bad, and they feel nice with just being able to do one finger, but you can't like double finger it. It's very weird, but it feels very quick to be able to switch it. Wii U controller, you could double finger it. Dude, oh my god, this controller, I don't know. Whenever I freaking he definitely juggle. Oh, I really like the D-pad on this thing actually compared to the PDP controller. The shoulder buttons, a little bit more travel. Control stick feels nice. Honestly, I still kind of prefer how this feels. GameCube's legendary. Like, frickin', you can't just go wrong with the GameCube. PDP was always hit or miss. Yeah, they're like the cheapo frickin' thing. D-pad is just the D-pad. You barely use this thing, but the control stick is just legendary. The button, the beans, the shoulder buttons. I love how they cup. They just feel amazing. Like frickin' everything except for maybe the D-pad. I never really liked the D-pad on the GameCube controller. That's the only thing. But then again, who the hell would use a D-pad on the GameCube controller? And then, yeah, now this. It feels so. The one thing I noticed is that, like, retort. You know, it's a lot looser. Okay, the Wii U one's also pretty loose too, but it feels better. Yeah, it doesn't feel as clicky as this one. I know what you mean. It feels not great. Like everything else on the controller is fantastic. Like honestly, this thing's shaped like a freaking champ. Honestly, I think I'm fine either way with like how the control stick. Honestly, actually no, I think I kind of prefer that. Because the thumb feels kind of natural where it feels with the buttons sometimes, but even like double control stick. I feel like for actual like shooting games, this controller would be amazing for that because your thumb's not like awkwardly over here. It's actually on the top because of how the controller is shaped, right? Because you have the two control sticks up here. I feel like this would actually be very good for shooter games. Okay, maybe the shoulder buttons aren't as great as compared to this. Yeah, this feels a little bit more tactile than the Wii U, but this feels, I don't know, this feels really good in hands. I don't know, this feels maybe a little bit smaller, but I mean, that's because it's also, yeah, it is smaller. That's why. It does feel smaller because it's smaller. Who would have thought? I don't know. I don't know. I still really like the game, the Wii U controller. N64 is horrible shape-wise, but indestructible almost. The control stick's one of the worst as well, unfortunately. It wore out too fast. That was the control stick itself. That was really bad. Buying one of the steel sticks will make the N64 controller like definitely indestructible. GameCube placement of the buttons being from a study of how we use controllers and not just to be in even spots like a modern controller is so awesome. Dude, it really is like one of the best ideas. Like there's almost killed one of my controllers. And there we go. Yeah, no, it's freaking awesome like how like they actually made it. Oh my god, the green button's gone. Oh no. Anyways. No, this is my melee controller. Oh, it's still, it just sits so comfortably in the hands though. I feel like it's still too small. And I think what they need to do is actually like maybe widen this out just like a hair and then make it a tiny bit bigger. Cause these are definitely not meant for like very, very big adult hands. Wii U Pro Controller were great for shooters due to the non-analog triggers. Yes. And the control sticks, honestly, like again, just fantastic how they have like the two controllers on two control sticks on the top. They're like super comfy, and you can like, oh my god, dude, it's so good, it's so good. It sits so comfortably in the hands too. Like if I feel like it just cups the hand, like the hands just cup the controller even more comfortably. Yeah, the Wii U also has like, or the Switch also has like the issue where like, I feel like you're kind of doing this with your wrist instead of holding it straight. I think that's one of the reasons why I've always found this controller super comfortable, is because whenever I'm playing it, it feels straighter or ergonomic. It feels ergonomically better. Definitely not the gamepad, but it's still, you know, whatever. But like this controller honestly does feel more ergonomic. The GameCube, it just, you're just slamming your wrist. It's basically just 2 straight lines down, which is probably why the Xbox controllers feels comfortable. And then I have the PS controller as well, actually. And this guy, which is kind of like in between the two, but it also has a small controller problem as well. I wish I could find my PS3 controller so I can compare it. I don't mind it. I wish it had the 2 extra buttons in the back, kind of like the Switch controller does, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. Because, like, my control stick, one of my control sticks have an issue. It would be my actual, like, L stick. And then if I click it, I have to, like, really press hard on it. That's it. Other than that, the controller's really good. I've actually used this controller as like a mouse for my, one of my computers before. I don't know. Stuff. Anyways, back into the game. Enough complaining. Back to Bubsy. Trying to beat 1 level. There's gonna be 1 level a day, isn't it? It better not. I think at some point I will probably just end up save stating. Hey, also my PS controller was shaped awkwardly, but had turbo butts. Oh, so you have like a third-party one. Also, if you want one of the best PS2 controllers you can have, get the Bart Simpsons one. So, like I said, I fixed controllers for a tiny bit before I realized I couldn't melt the solder in a Xbox One controller, because I was trying to replace one of the control sticks and I just couldn't because my thing just couldn't melt it. But during that time, I fixed one Bart Simpsons controller, or the Simpsons controller, and when I grabbed it and when I was testing it, dude, it was so comfy. The buttons were some of the best buttons I've ever had, and also, it doesn't have the bad controller problem like early, or like the PS1, PS2 controllers have. And the worst D-pad ever used at Xbox. Yes, that controller has one of the worst D-pads ever. There was a period of time where I did use an Xbox 360 controller to play like computer games and stuff. And anytime I would play a game that involved a D-pad, I would have to use the keyboard. Holy crap, dude! I'm gonna lose my friggin' mind. Seriously, are you serious? Jesus. I don't know. PS1 and PS2 controllers felt tiny, yes. I like the DualShock 1 to 3, but they're really tiny. Like I said, I do like the PS3 controller because I found like the show buttons are a little bit better on that. I just preferred it. How the controllers worked was really cool, and I loved it as well. And I used it for a long time too, so I'm still kind of used to it. I know the PS4 is a little bit bigger as well. It is definitely a little bit tinier, but it feels like it was definitely meant a little bit more for like almost hands of all size kind of deal. What's that behind you? If you mean the wall, as in this, that's the wall because my cat took down the green screen. Speaking of which, there's the cat herself. Why are you half off the thing? There's a cat. So you probably saw the cat. Then Summer. I mean, you weren't kidding about what is that behind you. It was definitely Chicken Wing, the cat, Summer. Dude, you came in at a perfect time, by the way. Hat. Cat in the hat. Alright. But, yeah, no, like, again, I'm kind of like, I love the Wii U controller. The Wii Pro controller was okay as well. That controller was also a little bit tiny. Should have grabbed it as well, actually. I also love that controller as well, but I also used it like a bunch for playing Wii games and stuff. Also setting up for frickin' Smash tournaments and stuff. I use that controller a lot. But I think I still have to say that the... Dude, I just want a tiny bit backing up. Oh, dude, come on. Okay, I'm losing it. I'm definitely losing it. I'm having a hard time. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with that spot. They put him in a really bad spot. It's not like an easy way of getting up there. Tama's better than Pearl, drum brand. Pearl is just for school bands. A bunch of drums. Ludwig's pretty cool. Is Pearl the... No, I don't think Pearl's the one I had, like the one... There's one drum kit I use on Superior Drummer that's based off of one thing. No offense to use Pearl. No, I'm trying to think about like what the drum kit is I use on that, because I use it's something maple. It's some maple shell drum I use for whenever I use Superior Drummer 2, because I bought it before 3. Unfortunately, like it was on sale and I didn't realize Superior Drummer 3 just came out like moments after. It made me sad. I think it came out like moments after. It was like a year. Anyways. No, I don't think it was Pearl, but... Maybe it was Tama. I don't remember. What's your favorite drum band? I don't see nothing wrong with that. What do you mean you shot me, dude? Come on. Hey, you're using a Wii Pro controller, having the dingle in your lap. No, that's a Wii controller. That's just a Wii Classic controller. And shape of controller. That's a Wii Classic controller. The Wii Classic Controller Pro has 2 handles. The cord goes out on top. And it's a lot more comfortable and actually usable. Come on. I actually don't remember what is the brand of drums that I use for frickin'... It might be actually Pearl. Pearl has, again, like, I think they're like, they have some hit or miss things. Tama is, I think, the brand of the drum stool I have, actually. No. So I haven't really played drums in forever. I mostly use my stool as like a very miniature coffee table. At the moment. I would love to use it more. I do have both. Yamaha is pretty good. Yamaha is like... Okay, so honest take, Yamaha is like the king at pretty much everything. Even their guitars are world class. Their Pacificas are amazing. Their basses are sick. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah. No, like seriously, Yamaha is like, they're both amazing at what they do, and they're also simultaneously underrated. Sorry to hit everything. From what? You're like a freaking meter away from him. You're right in front. You're just occupying a bit of his space. Just not in him. Or it. Probably just it. No, everything's the boy. You landed the boy. Don't you dare. Oh, that sucks. Okay. You know, I think I might be having a hard time with this. Come on, Gibson and Tama are your main brands you buy from. Sometimes you buy stuff from Fender, but mainly like guitars from Gibson. So I have 2 acoustic guitars that are Fenders. I don't have any Gibsons because I only have an Epiphone SG. I have the Lego Explorer. This is mostly the shapes I have, more or less than the brand itself. What else? I have Eastwood Airline. Eastwood's a Canadian company. I don't know if you're Canadian or not. Eastwood is probably one of my favorite gift companies. What do you mean? Holy crap! Like I said, most of the stuff I have is mostly like side brands. I have a side brand of Washburn and a Washburn banjo. I have a PV bass. Makes better acoustic guitars. Oh, absolutely. Acoustic, but a Gibson Les Paul custom. Absolutely. Oh yeah. That's actually pretty sick. So long time ago, back when money was actually starting to become aplenty. This was actually right around the time when I had... No, it was right before I actually had a permanent full-time job. I was actually thinking about buying a new acoustic, actually. Like, there was... Fender came out with the Redondos at the time, and there was one I played at my local music store that sounded so good. It sounded so good, and I really wanted it, and I never bought it. Then there was also another bass I wanted at the time, and I never bought it. And I even had the money for it. I had the money for both, actually, and I never bought it. So one thing I'm really bad at is that if I do want something, I don't spend the money for it, which I guess is also simultaneously a good thing. Mostly it's like, if it's a project that I want to work on, I'll spend the money on it. You bet I will. But if it's like an instrument, I will very seldomly like actually put money towards it. I have a bunch like used instruments. Like, believe me, I would love to actually, like, you know, I love Marshall. I do have technically 2 Marshall amps. I have an MG10 CD, which I guess is a little combo practice amp, but technically still a Marshall. And I have the Marshall MA10C, MA10C, yeah. So, because again, I love rock and roll, right? And I just run a Marshall, which is funny because like I try to do like the most saturated metal tones, and it's like you can reach those with Marshalls depending, but the Marshall MA, it's not meant for that, but you can get some kind of like good sound of it. The MA has one thing that I don't think really any other Marshalls have, or at all, which has a resonance knob. Pretty much, if you gave that amp a freaking high and low mid, that would be probably definitely be 100% one of the most unique Marshall heads that there would be. And honestly, I would actually kill for that. Okay, I gotta give myself a little bit of space here. What are Marshall amps good for? A whole bunch. Pretty much everything, really. So, it's not what are they good for, it's the sound that they get. So, they have more, you know, they're obviously British, right? They have the British flavor, so they have more, they hit a higher mid frequency. And they have a bit of a more of a flubbier low end. So looser, as well as it has much more of a, not a fizzy top end, but a very angry top end. So it sounds really good for attack, for country. You can get some really good tones out of it. If you get some compression with it as well, you can get some really good spanky tones with it. Rock and roll is the Marshall's just king. I'll just say that. Metal, JCM 800 from like hair metal back in the day. Frickin' I guess you know the brown sound is honestly pretty close to like actually kind of getting like a good metal tone, because you can actually mix it in with bass pretty well and get a solid foundation. So you'd have to do a couple things. You have to jump with the brown sound, you also need a variac, but like it has a certain tone to it. If you're going for more of an American flavor, then you'd be getting into much tighter low end. You'll be getting mids that are actually aiming for lower mids as well. And because of the gain staging, you have a lot fizzier of high end as well. So it just sounds very, very much like a angry can of bees sometime. And like the low end should almost, even on its own, never get out of control. A Marshall will. A Marshall, the low end will never get out of control. A Mesa Boogie, it shouldn't. So Mesa Boogie was way more prevalent into mostly metal, especially around like the mid to late 2000s. Actually, early 2000s. No, sorry, mid to late 90s. Yeah, mid to late 90s. And yeah, they just really just started kicking in, and like they just had like a different sound that, along with like, you know, paired with a V30, that, you know, it just sounded just really angry, and it sounded really good for metal. It's that typical metal tone. You got the PV5150 or the PV61. Yeah, the 5150 amp. You have the PV6505. Sorry, I'm mixing up my numbers here. The 6505, the 6534, which is the 6505, but with EL34s in it. Just different power tubes, really. It just doesn't matter. Even preamp tubes. Basically, it's just heavier, you know, difference in gain, a little bit more distortion, maybe. That's about it. You know, there's that. You also have the Soldano. Soldano is also American. Soldano is pretty much pre-new frickin' Mesa Boogie tread plates and stuff. So like quad or triple rectifiers and stuff. And that's because Soldano made the amps later. PV has confusing numbers to seem. Yes! And then you have Orange Amps. Orange Amps is a whole other beast as well. They have a very specific sound as well. It's still very much so, I believe it's English. But it has like this very, very different sound to it. It's much thicker. It has like a loose low end, but like still very creamy sounding, but like paired, it's pretty much like a Marshall low end thing, but like paired with like the low end hit of a mids of a freaking American style amplifier. And the high end is very soft, but Orange is British, exactly, yeah. Okay, so it is British, I was sorry about that. But like it has this very different sound. The rock reverb sounds amazing. Or of course you have like the Dark Terror and stuff like that. That sounds way more metal, you know. It hits that kind of high gain thing really well. You also, I believe it's the Thunder verb as well, is the other one too, which is a lot like more rock and roll, much more high gain. But like it's not like, it doesn't hit that kind of like saturation that metal amps you want to get out of it. But you still can. I believe, I forget who it was. There's multiple people I've listened to who played in metal bands with an orange amp. Very rare, but it does exist. I don't think it's Macedon. It's one other band that uses orange amps. Was trying to save them for an Explorer? Hell yeah, dude. Hell, honestly, dude, freaking, especially if you're going for like a Gibson Explorer, freaking hell yeah. A classic. So, orange amps is a completely different flavor of amp as well if you're going to that. It has just like this very specific sound. It's not meant for metal. It is not a metal amplifier at all, but it just sounds really good for it. There's also like very specific amps that just sounds good, like obviously the Dumble, there's Trainwrecks, there's Dr. Z's, there's also frickin', well, Fender has a couple. There's a Fender Fat, which I figured out actually sounds really damn good, but it's a tiny amplifier. It's called Fender All Tube, which they rarely do. It's a Japanese-only amp too, by the way. I just saw that with Johann Sedgeborn recently. I got a Boss amp. Dude, the Katana? Hell yeah, let's go. Okay, you know what? The switch is pressed. So technically I have a, oh yeah, Roland. Roland also has like a bunch of amps as well. The Jazz Chorus, the JC is amazing for frickin', oh yeah, there's also Vox. Vox is definitely not metal as well. I don't think there's anybody in the metal band that uses a Vox. Did I not hit the switch? Did I not hit the frickin' spinny bastard? Like, okay, like, it depends on what kind of music you want to go into. I mean, I'll just be honest, like, fucking, the amp you have will be perfectly fine for everything you want to do, unless you're really looking for, like, a tube amp. Hell, even myself, I've been starting to use just a guitar pedal as, like, my amplifier recently, too, just for doing music stuff, because it's just... it sounds good, and it's very, very easy of just doing crap. I have my Marshall amp because I wanted a tube amp. I was gonna go with the DSL 40 originally, but then I decided to go with the MA because it was a tiny bit louder, and at the time I thought I was gonna just get into a band, like play like hell, and like just get into a band, and I did play like hell. Never got into it. Well, I mean, I did play with my friends, but I still love the amp. The cleans on it sounds really good, but the speaker is not meant for anything other than that. Maybe a little bit of freaking breakup. I don't have a bass amp. I just use a little Fender practice amp as one. I blew the speaker. And back a bass amp only. Just need to dust it off. I honestly, it's between either using my guitar pedal or just using my PC as my amp. Or even a guitar pedal. I freaking hate this. I freaking hate this so much. Oh boy. Oh boy. Same PC means you have effects like on Rocksmith. Exactly, yeah. And I do like a whole bunch of like home recording, right? You know, that's what I did before doing everything. So like, you know, I have like, you know, basically every free amp you can ever find or think of up until maybe 2 years ago when like NAMM came out. Even then I still don't really use NAMM all that much. I've tried. Itchy nose. Meanwhile, I can't afford any pedals. If you're handy with a soldering iron, you can just build yourself one just like how I did. Like again, this freaking pedal has been amazing. It's just a Love Pedal Purple Plexi. Or no, sorry, this is a Silver Jubilee. And it does everything I need. The only thing it doesn't really do is EQing, but then again, I don't really need to. It does have an EQ on it, but it's basically just like a high pass, low pass filter. So it's either higher highs or less highs, and it's passive only. But like frickin' the thing is technically like a quarter watt. Frickin' try to get your pet cat to play a chord. I should. Oh my god. A minor chord. I don't know if you'll be able to do the pawing for the frickin' notes. You gotta be frickin' kidding me, dude. You gotta be frickin' kidding me. I just want to get past this level. I got to the top twice, and I messed up the controls twice. I think if I get past that frickin' blue duck, I'm just gonna frickin' I just quit. I should be back in the level. Okay, I'm back in the level. Never mind. So, like, I do have, like, a bunch of instruments. The thing is that, like, 2 of them are mine, but they are with my other guitars because I do use them. But they are mine. Quite a few of them I did get as, like, gifts and stuff, like many years ago. One guitar I got for free, which is the red Aria Strat I have. One guitar I bought off a friend, which is mostly just me trying to get the freaking guitar case for it instead, because the guitar was way more worth it than guitar, but the guitar sounds actually really darn good. It's just a little bit broken. There's one bracing I need to fix into it. It doesn't buzz, but I know it's broken because you can tell it's broken. Then I have my freaking one acoustic guitar that's like built in the 60s that sounds really good. Not anything fancy, but like frickin' it is like probably one of the precursor acoustic guitars of being acoustic electric. You gotta be freaking kidding me! Yeah, have a good night, man. Gonna go practice some more and kick some ass. Hell yeah! You know what? Kick some ass for the both of us. Hell yeah. Keep on rocking in the free world. Dude! Surprised I actually landed on there. I don't think there's an easier way for me to get up, isn't there? Not like that, there isn't. Okay. I would definitely also be probably a little bit close to Fiskus level if I didn't talk so much, but then again, what is streaming for, right? Like, again, I can't... Dude, okay. Why is the hitbox so different whenever I jump? Like, I need to move it. Oh, god damn it. I need to move immediately, but I can't. If I'm just, like, standing right there and I jump, I'm screwed. Thing is, if I try to back up, I'm screwed. Like, I don't really have, like, the greatest gear in the world. I may have some of the coolest gear in the world. I guess that's the only thing I can really say. This is not maybe the greatest gear. But, like, you know, like, frickin', you know. I feel it pretty much, like, the guitars I have make me feel inspired to play, which is the important thing to do, or to have. Not because I just need multiple guitars to inspire me to play, it's also to inspire me to, like, you know, I've taken every guitar I've owned has been taken apart and put back together. Which is, you know, part of tinkering for me as well. Like, I think even all my amps I've also taken apart and put back together. I also have one amplifier I do want to use a little bit more. I do need to fix one knob, and I want to rewire the speaker. The only problem is it's a 4 ohm speaker instead of a 8 ohm or 16, and it's a 6.5 inch. Thing is, what I want to do is I want to get rid of the headphone out, or the line, or fix the line out so it doesn't work as a headphone out. So then I'd actually be able to plug in my guitar straight into my interface and be able to, you know, record it that way. But then again, I don't need it anymore because I have my guitar my pedal. And I have like an EQ pedal that I can use too, like a bass metal treble one. Which also can be used as like a boost. It's active and it's a boost. I don't know, I like hodgepodge, as you can tell, I love hodgepodging things together that you normally wouldn't or shouldn't. And it's always been my thing, and like freaking, I don't know, that's part of the fun of it. Does it sound generally great? Maybe not. Does it work? Surprisingly, yes. And you know, I have enough stuff to get me the tones I need. I have an overdrive pedal I can use to make sounds I need. I have a multi-effects pedal for pretty much all the effects I need. Also, funny enough, the lead tone, I still use my Digitech pedal because it sounds so good. It's about, well, okay, out of all the amp sims on that pedal, that is literally the only one that sounds good. I didn't grab the thing. And again, like, you know, I still use a lot of cheap instruments too, and they work great. Like, frickin', I can't be that guy who's just like, you know, gatekeeping any kind of instrument. If you have, like, you know, if you have what you have, and if it works for you, hell yeah, man. You frickin' rock the hell out of that shit. Basically, any instrument can be good as long as it's set up right. And jump away like a bird or something. Come on! You're right behind me. What do you mean? I'm just gonna take my time. I just need to take my time. And like I said, one day I wouldn't mind doing like a little music stream as well. Like, just like, not like just playing music, but like frickin' even just going through like my DAW and stuff and just like recording something, frickin' maybe even doing like a cover or something. Dude, can you just do the action I want you to do, please? God, I can't wait until I try out that guitar idea thing. I'm really hoping it's working. She is very asleep. Like, there's some stuff like that. Honestly, that feels very good to do. It's just the freaking movement I just don't like. Okay, I know it's my guitar doing it too. And that's the one thing I can't wait to do. But the thing is, I was also need to fix up a lot of my controls to be able to do things. I would be able to just get rid of everything minus maybe compression and transients maybe. I am ducking. I was ducking. It's frame 1. You just dropped. I was fooling around. The duck button. But yeah, no, I just have like a small Behringer freaking overdrive pedal that, you know, it sounds great. It does the job and I have no issues with it. I have a couple overdrive pedal. Well, no, I only have one. Yeah. Sorry, distortion pedal. I have the one. Dude, can you just stop jumping when I don't want you to? Stop it. Wrong button. That's my fault. Back it up. I wish I would have made the levels a tiny bit bigger. Just for you, boy. Let me guess, last one. Heyo. Yeah, I wouldn't mind like fooling around with like stuff like that. I made my own impulse responses, which I know they kind of suck. I'm not even using the one I made earlier before with my Lego amp. That I need to redo. Mostly because it sounds very boxy, and I figured out something I'd be able to do that would be able to fix it! Frickin' just float! I'm doing the action! Come on, game! Just work with me here! I just want to beat this one stupid level and continue on. Why'd you play? I didn't even have you pressed. Boom.
Who needs pixie dust?
I agree. Why'd you double jump? Why'd you double jump? Why'd you double jump? You screwed it up. Come on, just work. Man, I'm having a cow. I think this has been like solely one of the worst sections ever. I know I moved like a fraction of an inch. Don't move too far back. There you go. Why'd you drop it? Why'd you drop it? Why'd you drop it? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna do it again. Do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Just gonna do it again. I'm just gonna do it again. Just gonna do it again. just gonna do it again. Also, I do have like some paid frickin' amp sims and stuff. Well, obviously Super Drummer I also bought as well. But there's so good free stuff out there nowadays. It's unreal. And like I said, an AM is like a neural amp modeler is also like just it's not perfect, but it does everything. I'm honestly angry, dude. Look, I know it might be unfair for me to try to think this game might be a little bit fair. Or, you know, that old chestnut. But it's been pretty bullshitty. Okay, you only do the flip at the end. Which does move Bubsy. cow. Like, I don't need, like, paid friggin' chorus or stuff like that. There's so many good things out there. And I freaking pressed the flow button! Jesus! Oh, that was beside my head. Come on with the freight hurt boxes, dude. Holy crap. I am expecting too much of this game. Okay. I am seriously like expecting way too much of this game. But yes, I don't really have like I don't have like one effect I think I bought, and it was like a wah thing. But that was back in the day when like a lot of wah effects was really bad, even though I could just use an EQ sweep. For the love of God! You just using the effect sweep, but like now there's like a lot of son of a freaking bitch, man. There's a lot of effects that are out now with wah that sounds great. So I don't need it anymore. And it just sounds a little bit more dated now. Even though it's like not really too much of change. There's even an auto wah that I have that sounds really good. I haven't really used them forever. It's just kind of hard on a computer, unfortunately. I don't know why. But just E is. Yeah, there's so many free stuff out there that's just, I don't know, it's kind of hard to justify getting a lot of things. You can get freaking Valhalla, freaking modulation, and that sounds amazing. Actually, it's kind of gotten me the freaking chorus sound I was kind of looking for, and it sounds super thick. It does sound weird, kind of like Mercurial's choruses, but that's on my old computer. It sounds great on my current one. I have a delay that I really love that's kind of old at this point now. I've used it since it was like brand new, and that was like over a decade ago. Actually, like just a decade ago. Reverb, there's a ton of free reverbs. There's still one old reverb that like sounds terrible, but also it sounds terrible in a certain way, but also sounds really good. Oh my god, it also a certain way. Oh, thank you. I was really chancing that. Son of a... Just back it up, moonwalk. Thank you. Also, I was thinking about when I was talking to my buddy about like being able to plug in a guitar as well. I won't be able to plug in my guitar with a regular pickup with what I am planning on trying to do. Literally, it's going to be literally all reserved with for frickin' just the hexaphonic pickup. I'm hoping that works. I'm really hoping that works. All right. But yeah, I still use like a lot of the old Blue Cat stuff because they still work so good, and like a lot of them still sound very good. Or even Mixcraft's frickin' flanger and stuff still sounds really good. Now, there's a lot of stuff that's out there that do sound really good, that can do a lot more, but either Blue Cat or frickin' just Mixcraft's frickin' stuff is fine. Pretty much like, kind of like how I do it for the whole game streaming thing, is that I like using the ones that are least resource intensive for my PC, and that's kind of what I've been rocking for the most part. Okay, I don't remember what the hell I did for this. The first 2 times around I did this. You gotta be freaking kidding me, dude. I need a psychiatric evaluation if I freaking go through this game seriously. But yeah, I know I had like a delay pedal and everything too, but like I would love to be running more effects and stuff, like more live effects, because like it's so much. It's honestly more fun than using freaking VSTs all the time. Okay, that's what I did. Oh my god! This game looks wild. Absolutely is. Also, how's you going, New Murder? Welcome into Game the Cat. I mean, Cat the Game, sorry. I really gotta stop being so friggin' dyslexic. You can see the padded room asking if those aliens or whatever. The blue ducks, thank you. Oh, wait, letting you in. Can't let you in. Those blue ducks are gonna be the end of me. I have like a freaking inner ear itch. Yeah, it's an inner ear itch. Hate it. Son of a freaking. And there's the freaking goggle guys. The freaking Baronade hair. I must feel like that. One must chase the cat. As long as nobody's chasing Summer, she's gone. She left again. This Lynxia, yep. Oh, there's a whole bunch of it. Hold on, Bubsy. Jesus. This Lynxia. Let me tell ya. There's been a couple I've said that's off stream. I don't remember it. One of them I know my friend didn't catch. Doing good. Got a MacBook that can edit. Nice. There we go. Figuring out aspirate. Okay. Dude, jump! Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Oh god. It's either it's failing the jump or it's frickin' jumping whatever frickin' feels like. Aspirate. Okay, sorry. I read it as aspirate. Again, dyslexia, it's fine. It's, oh yeah, because we're doing the RPG Maker stuff. Yeah. Die! Almost screwed it up. Frig off! Hi. There's the ending again. Shit! Okay! We're done. Look at that. We're actually through the stupid level. I actually made it. I didn't die. Finally. Holy crap. Jesus, that took me way too long. Oh no. Why is there a rat? Why is there a cow? I'm my Bubsy cow. I'm my tuxedo cat now. I don't know. GG, hell yeah. Pixel space feels a little tight, but I made an overworld sprite I'm pretty content with. Hell yeah. Not perfect, but close. Sick. That is actually really sick. Oh. Hey, oh, they're on sale. $58. That's actually not bad. That's actually really amazing. So I know that when Asai actually showed it off, I was like, dude, that's actually really wild. I still have my World Tour controller. I can't actually connect to my computer. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Holy shit. This just came out of nowhere. Flashbang. So that's actually really sick. Like still really sick. So like I don't know. I would love to get one maybe someday. No. Thank you. Load or save game. We are gonna save. We are gonna save on car 1. We're gonna save in that one. There you go. Yes, there's no reason why not to. There you go. Okay. Oh my god, we're back underwater. Okay, the underwater level wasn't too bad the last time I did it. He says. Now he's gonna ruin it. I have never really done any kind of sprite work myself. I've always been curious about it. I've never actually tried something. Oh my god, you're vicious. I don't even know if this is the way to go. I still gotta figure it out. I don't know. I am stuck. Leave me alone. Oh, okay, I get you. But don't do that. Or do, I don't know. Hey. Hey. Well, I couldn't do that again. GH Metallica controller, which was next. Guitar, aka Gene Simmons. That's actually really sick. Back in the day, I had the good old tried and true classic freaking the Explorer GH3 controller for the PC. I don't know whatever happened to that guitar. I am really sad that I don't have it currently. I would love to have it. Because I know it's like one of the more sought after guitars. But I don't think nowadays it really matters because there's third-party companies that make things now. Just make it. Just swim. Just leave me alone. Oh, you attack while doing that, neato. Oh, I also got the air. Okay, good. Okay. So I haven't found a friggin' thing yet to tell me where to go. And I wish I definitely still had my friggin' thing. Okay, I need to be careful. You. I want to grab you. Dude. I'm only one hit away from being dead. Dude! Seriously, where? I don't know. Oh, that's handy. Okay. No, this is where the rocket is. Damn it. Ow!
Instructions, didn't you?
It's right next to us. I can barely play past hard mode. Alrighty. Freaking, I know some of the songs that they put into Clone Hero is also like so very hard, but the controls are very forgiving. So definitely try it out. Pressing. Oh, cat.
First come, first served.
Huzzah! A life. I do have. I think my Clone Hero is still setup. I never actually really tried it. Mostly because I also could just play Rocksmith or Slopsmith. I'm still waiting. Oh, there we go. I'm still waiting for feedback on feedback. Pun intended. I'm hoping it's gonna turn out okay. And I haven't really heard word on it. I don't know if they really started finishing some stuff. And I remember seeing a drunk mode too. Oh my god. Was I here before? Answer no. The cloner, but never set it up either. I have it set up, I've never used it. Okay, so I have been over here. I was actually going the right way. Apparently. Oh! There we go. But as I said, these levels are easy. Hard to see through because, you know, low, nice rubber ducky raft. But yeah, no, there was a time where me and my buddy were playing through every single Guitar Hero and Rock Band. We never finished all the Rock Band games, but we went through every single Guitar Hero game. And for the most part, like he just stayed like playing the guitar. I always wanted to try out the bass parts for all the old games, all the old like for all the Guitar Hero 1, 2, and 3. And then I just pulled out my drum kit for Guitar Hero World Tour and all the Rock Band stuff. So I just went like from bass onto drums, cause like I love it. The time I was like, man, what happened to Guitar Hero? Then I got all sorts of charts. Yeah. Never think about the game. The computer can read your thoughts, by the way. I'm also gonna say, because I've just now finished 2 levels. Like I said, it's a very short game. It's very easy if you know what you're doing. You can probably run through this game very quickly. So far from what it looks like. Except, you know, if you know what you're doing. I don't know if anybody would know what they're doing after a certain point of playing Bubsy. But, yeah, no, like, freaking, I really can't wait for feedback. Because Slopsmith is definitely a game that we really need in, like... It's definitely what we needed as an update to what Rocksmith is. Mostly because there's a lot of stuff that Rocksmith does that's really rough in terms of like how to like handle audio and stuff like that. And I feel like it should be much better off. Much better than what it is. So feedback is definitely on the right path. There's like at least one more thing in my opinion that like if they can fix that, then they're perfectly good to go. That's just me. Maybe I should get feedback on feedback. But like, you know, the game works. It works great. And the fact of like you can make your own tones and stuff like that. They actually have their own like freaking like, you know, actual tones of like actual amp sims and stuff. Is amazing. I almost stepped right in that. Sir, I need to go through you.
One-stop shopping.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I need to go like over there. Hi. Do I need to stay up on top of you? Okay, I think I might need to. Turn camera. Thank you. Oh boy. Dude, please, can I just look? Is it allowed? Yeah, I can imagine that the people who wrote the lines for this game were kind of a bit of a fan of Ace Ventura, because I believe that's 2 references to the movies I've heard. That's only 2 that I paid attention to. There's one other one that... Oh, alrighty then. That was the other one. forgot to get feedback for 2 weeks. I don't think I've actually grabbed feedback. I don't even know if it's out yet. Sure. Oh. Wrong thing. Hey, how's it going? It's out, but you need source code. Of course you do. Is it on Discord only, or is it like GitHub? No. Sometimes associated with Slobsmith. It's wrong. Okay, okay, the both. Is returning. Yes, I know. So I want to grab it. Third plugin rebuilder or builder. Sorry, I'm just gonna look at this real quick. Sorry. Hold on a minute. Rig builder, a feedback plugin that turns these songs tones into. Okay, that's the rig builder. Oh, gotcha. Cool. Actually, that's really cool. I love that. What about you? Slopsmith is back and renamed to feedback. Feedback, what's new now? 0.3 update. That's been a while ago. Went dark, yes. All the feedback details come from the feedback, formerly Slopsmith's Discord. Ugh, you know what? Fine. I'll just freaking click on it. Stupid Discord. I'll go on Discord later. Ugh. Not yet. Because I really do want to kind of get into that more. Here's the thing. I have so many stupid projects on the go. I need to finish a couple before I really start hammering down on playing guitar and stuff like that too. I gotta finish the Lego Ganon. I gotta finish. Well, I do gotta finish it. Which I've only really done just like, I don't know. I only really have like, unfortunately, currently just a very tiny amount of time for making it, but I am getting closer and closer. This weekend, I am gonna freaking push the hell out of it. Oh. All right, let me guess. Everything's gonna be over the holes. Of course, a freaking course. Yes, so the pratfalling. Really? Come on, dude. So, yeah, so I need to fix up a bunch of crap I went the wrong way. That's everything, too. They kind of start you off on the wrong way, at least I find a lot of times. I have a lot of projects I need to finish, so I'll be working on a bunch of them. I do need to finish the freaking Lego Ganon, which I was thinking about it. I think I might try my hand at making the cape, because the cape's still not out yet onto Bricklink, and I think it's probably in my best interest if I really do want the cape to be in the game as well. I just need to make it. I might try to make it a little bit more simplistic. You know, that's my own fault. But then again, I didn't really die. So I might try to actually make the cape, but I think that'll be just like a little bit of an afterthought. There's still a lot of things I still need to learn. I've been working on things. I kind of found out that I would need to be in between 1 to 30,000 faces of making Ganon work in the game. And the reason why I say that is because I have... Interesting. You only go in like half circles. I didn't even move. We got back, learned Dr. Feelgood solo. Hell yeah. Aw, dude, I freaking love Molly Crew so much, man. I feel like I don't know. My buddy's definitely lucky because like he was able to see Molly Crew frickin' a while back. Tapping part at the end of it. Hell yeah. One song I really want to learn is Unskinny Bop from frickin' Poison. I honestly really do love that song. It's a silly, ridiculous song and it sounds great. Unskinny Bop Bop, just losing some weight. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba ba da. Ba ba da ba da. Ba da 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 ba ba da. I tried learning it by ear before. I think they're an E flat. E flat. Damn it. But yeah, no, Kickstart My Heart, there's a version that Dance with the Dead made. Sounds so good. If you want something that like just freaking kicks ass, also if you don't mind synthwave as well, what do you mean? I freaking got hit! I watch the other streamer I watch, but most of the time he is just smoking, talking about his life choices, not even playing guitar. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like for me, I tried doing something different, right? Also, I noticed that fan's not on. Interesting. Like for me, it's like, you know, I am technically playing guitar. I'm using the guitar as a controller, right? Which is like an extended friggin' form. The thing is, you know, even though like it's not really anything very, I wouldn't really say dexterous. I'm still playing while like, you know, talking at the same time, which is kind of like singing and playing at the same time in a sort of sense of like being able to think and trying to think about the actions I'm trying to do in the game. Of course, they're like right in the front switch. Oh no, you're just flying around it. What do you mean? Propeller! Anything related to drum and bass guitar is enough for me. Hell yeah, man, I love to hear it. I know what you mean. Like, there's a couple other freaking musicians I also watch too, and like freaking like what's the one guy I'm thinking of there? Since you mentioned drums, I'm guessing you watched the 8-Bit Drummer, or I'm guessing you've also seen 66 Samus, right? No, really, I'm kind of shocked. So, I think 66 Samus does streams as well. 8-Bit Drummer, that's his main shtick. Sometimes he'll play games as well, just playing games normally, not like me playing games with my guitar. I'm guessing, have you watched CZR before as well? He speedran Super Mario 64 a couple years back with the drums as well. Drumeo is cool. Oh, absolutely. Kind of want to learn the songs as War by Escape the Fate, but I don't know if my fingers would ever cooperate with sweep picking. I get used to it, man. Grab the ledge! I guess you can't really grab that one. Oh my god, I'm beside it! Been playing drums for 3 years and guitar for 1. Holy shit, yo, let's go. Okay. I have been playing guitar for a lot of years. I wouldn't say I'm like super proficient at it.
Float like a butterfly.
But let me tell you, I enjoy the hell out of it. Okay, yeah, I can't grab onto those. Fingers lock up too easily, which is a problem. I know what you mean. My pinky does that sometimes too, so I have to like play in a certain way so my pinky doesn't lock up. Like almost like trigger finger. Which is weird that my pinky has that problem. Okay, so I have to do that angled, and this is not a good game. Since around 2006, never got better. Honestly, sometimes the best thing you could do, honestly, to get better, really, is 2 things. 1, learn songs to play, and 2, if you like a certain part of a song, learn it. Even if it's not the entire song, learn the cool part. Whether it's a solo, whether it's a lick, whether it's anything. If there's a part of the song that you really want to learn, and you know, it will help you get better as a musician, and that's what I did to a lot of songs, honestly. Oh boy. Okay, there's no enemies. Even Rocksmith lets you slow down. Honestly, that's one of the best things to do. It's to slow down and learn a part. So I use that a lot, even if it's like for like a full song. But like whenever I want to learn a song, I start it from slow. It's always going to be from slow. I even use a metronome too whenever I practice stuff. Even though my timing kind of sucks, I still use it because you know it's better to use it than to not. Jump fully, you stupid cat. I think I started playing guitar around 2000. Well, okay. I've technically played the guitar since probably the 90s if I really want to do it that way. Was it pointing me the wrong way? Did I jump around to the wrong point? Or no, I'm supposed to go over here. Never mind, it is pointing me the wrong way though. I think I've played since 2004. Oh. Shit! I have every song on full speed, full difficulty because it helps. Honestly, it's better to do it that way. Also, if you really want to turn around first. Turn around that way. Oh, it's literally just around. Really? I started right at it. Also, I was kind of oh, okay, I know it's pushed me. Okay, anyways. Okay. Son of a... Son of a... Okay. I'll wait for the guy to come down. Oh, right there. But yeah, no, mostly because, like, I didn't really know how to practice well. I did have guitar lessons. I wasn't even jumping up. That just literally hit me from like a mile above. Oh, come on, man. I got screwed multiple times, to be honest. Again, I know I'm playing terribly, but seriously, like, two of those lasers really did just kind of screw me. Don't you dare shoot me while I'm trying to get up there right now. But yeah, no, I definitely did not know how to learn when I started playing guitar. Like, to learn on my own and stuff. I didn't really know. I got pulled out of taking guitar lessons because, like, they thought that I wouldn't really stick with it. Also, the second part was I wanted electric guitar because, you know, it's rock and roll, baby. Shit.
An X-Man.
I'm Spartacus. Don't. There you go. Yeah, so, I don't know. And then when I started doing the covers there, I practiced a lot. I would still say I was pretty bad. And, like, later on, I learned how to really want to frickin' learn, and then I definitely got better. Am I amazing? Am I, like, proficient? Well, I'm proficient enough. I can't really say that I'm not. I'm Jesus. I'm thinking of getting a full bridge replacement or Les Ball for whammy bar. So, what kind? I want to ask that. Are you going for Floyd Rose? Or do you want, like, a whammy bar that will do stuff? I'm guessing because you're going to be playing metal, I'm guessing Floyd. So, it is definitely doable. It's definitely a thing. Hard time tuning. Here's the thing. So yes and no. It depends. You can get some simple one. If you're using the if you're using the whammy bar a lot, you're gonna need locking tuners or a locking bridge and a roller. Sorry, a roller bridge and a locking nut. The other thing is, if you're gonna be using like say like something more of a Bubsy style, so like something that like you can't really necessarily dive bomb super, might as well get an Ibanez. Honestly, it'd be a better choice just to get like an Ibanez. It would probably be cheaper. I would probably say just go for like a used guitar and try it out. Try it out, see if you like it. That's the thing about starting off with like a Stratocaster, right? You just fall in love with the freaking whammy. I'm okay with like using Bubsy. I'm okay with using a Bubsy, and I have one on my airline, and it took a son of a gun. Come on, man. I don't know why I went this way. Because there are things over there. There's something over there, but I'm pretty sure it's a rocket. That's where I need to go over there, though. Oh boy, I went the wrong way. Amazing though, I went that way though. Whee! I don't know, find yourself Hawk Shop Special and just see how that goes. Or if you know somebody that has a guitar, you could probably even borrow or something. If they lend you one or something. Come on, I was trying to jump off. Jump on the freaking guy, thank you. Okay, there we go. Okay. Bolt it, 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 bolt it. Bolt it, bolt it, bolt it, bolt it. Full jump! And that way. Yeah. No, that's right. I need the propeller. Do I even need the propeller? Yes. Because if I fall down, I'm not going to get... If I fall down, I can't get back up. So yeah, I've thought about that before. But like, you can get a Les Trem. It's like $200. All you have to do is just replace the bridge. Or no, replace the... Yeah, it's replacing the bridge. Or no, it's the... Jesus. It's a word I'm thinking of. I think it is bridge. The thing that holds the strings down. Or the... You know what I mean? The whole ball ending. I don't know why I'm forgetting the word right now. I'm too busy being pissed. I'm Bubsy. You know, that old chestnut. I'm getting really into saying that so much. Jump up! Seriously? I'm losing it. I've already lost it, actually. I'm playing Bubsy. Jesus. Okay. Over here. So... Yeah, like, when it comes to, like, okay, actually, in my case... Here, you know what? Here. Because we're talking about it. If you're still here, I might as well show you. I have a MIDI whammy bar. So basically, you can also do that choice as well. If you look up Virtual Jeff, I just built one. As of course I can, right? So yeah, so I have a MIDI whammy, and it does work. I can dive bomb if I wanted to. But I need to find a specific... I'm still trying to find a specific one. Right now, it's only working kind of like a Bubsy, where I can go one full step down, one full step up if I pull up. So I can actually do it. It's not plugged in right now. Can you get one to Explorer? Yes, you can. If you mean a MIDI whammy bar, you can just stick it on. But yeah, so I have like a MIDI whammy bar as well. I use it for camera work whenever I play games. I haven't for a while because I've been trying to just do guitar for a bit. Actually, for a long time now. I always want to get Explorer anyways. You should be able to find one. Actually, look up the Ibanez Destroyer. Dude, I barely fling the string. Ibanez Destroyer. That's expensive. There's the old one, there's a new one. Ibanez Destroyer 2. Is that with a cutout? Yeah. But you can get an Ibanez Destroyer with a Floyd Rose if you want to buy one like that. And if you are into like Ibanez as well, you can get an Ibanez Destroyer. I believe ESP also has one as well. Which ESP is another guitar brand. I've always wanted an ESP guitar as well. Because one of my favorite guitarists, Marios Iliopoulos, he uses an ESP. Oh, right, because you opened it, the cat. And he uses an Eclipse, and I really want to get one. But I'm kind of like tossed the long way I want to get. I've always wanted to get Jackson. I wanted to at least get, like, you know, or try out. I'd never still tried out a Jackson, an Ibanez, or an ESP by hand, by the way. I pass by them all the times. I always go for Epiphone, and that's it. Gibsons? Okay, I usually go for Epiphone SGs because I find they have a thicker body than Gibsons SGs. So I kind of prefer that. But yeah, Royal Blue Explorer, dude, I would love that. I know back in the day there was a Chapman Ghost Fret. You might be able to find one of those used to be. I don't think they make them anymore. Solar guitars, but I don't think they have a Explorer shaped body. Okay, I'm just going to sideways jump it. I'm gonna find a few Explorer bodies and to build a guitar. Yeah, actually, yeah, kits. A paid drummer, so you can save to get one. Yeah, if you are a paid drummer, that's sick. Especially for 3 years, though. Honestly, dude, good for you, man. Hell yeah. I mean, of course, you know, I've heard of people like literally just pick up the drums and freaking just like playing for a gig as well. Doing like cover band stuff, AC/DC stuff, like easy stuff. So honestly, definitely not too far out of the ordinary. Are you one of them drummer savants? Are you a prodigy? I don't know. I'm just kidding. No, 3 years is like that point where like you become... What is it? It's like not close to 10,000 hours yet. Yeah, actually, just speaking of which, it's kind of like how I'm doing this, where like me playing games with my guitar, I'm not still close to 10,000 hours, but like I have gotten good enough where like, you know, I can hold a conversation and play games and stuff. I am doing drums, but it's just my main focus is guitar. Okay. Dude, honestly, it's okay. Funny thing about that is you probably also can think about it too, is that like being a drummer first, guitar second is honestly probably one of the best things to go. Think Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl, freaking, you know, amazing drummer. He's a sick guitarist too. If you can hold a beat with drums, you'll be an amazing guitarist. Yeah, that's what I had to do. Don't try to friggin' bung it up. I bunged it up! No, practice drums to not forget how to play them. Exactly, yeah, which is definitely an important thing. I want to do that with the harmonica again. I want to get way better at the harmonica. Super easy instrument, but like, holy crap, it's a lot of fun. And cheap. And very cheap. Well, okay, it's gotten a little bit more expensive, but still, it's relatively cheap. Still, it's like... A harmonica is almost as cheap as a regular set of bass strings. Minus... quite strings. Alright. Metallica plays guitars instrument at concerts sometimes. Mr. Big's done that as well, actually. Wait, I'm actually on the thing. Am I? Am I at the right one? Yes, I am. Okay, I need to go over there. Oh, don't start with me with that. Okay. That was the chord I had to play. All right. Let's do this. Sorry. So, yeah. I also have a drum kit as well. Honestly, dude, I wish I could. There was a big period of time where, like, there was a very short period of time where, like, I was super big on, like, trying to get, like, really good at a lot of stuff. And I was just playing music a lot. This was, like, before I dislocated my thumb. And, I got okay at the drums. I got really good at the guitar because I practiced a lot of different crap. I had to put it down for like 2 years, unfortunately. And then, oh my god, man, I just got wombo comboed right there. And yeah, I was also picking up the harmonica as well, because, like, again, I love, like, the wind instruments as well. I've always wanted to pick up a saxophone, but, like, too expensive. And, yeah, I just wanted, like, an instrument that could do, like, freaking horn parts, and harmonica kind of fits the bill if you can... Freaking son of a... Don't get shot. Don't. Can't you don't. Right, this is a cool band. I need to listen more. Yeah, for sure. Dynamic metallic stable and make sure that everyone in the spotlight, not just frontman all the time. Yeah. What a weird pattern. And you didn't even come close.
An X-Man.
That's because I was looking at the wrong thing. Alright. Dude, I freaking love Rush. I need to sit down and listen to Discovery a lot more. Sorry, that was actually the chord I need to play. Okay, it's like over here. Yeah, that's the one. Like, you got, like, freaking Tom Sawyer. You got all the classics. And Red Barchetta is also still, like, a really good one. Like, even their, like, non-proggy stuff that they had. Basically, like, the early stuff, the rock and roll stuff was just really solid. Full jump! I should really not yell. Bands like U2 are good, but it seems like it's always Bono. It gets to the point where it's not even U2 anymore. It's just Bono as a band. And I'm afraid of getting to a band like that. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the kind of thing. Also, unfortunately, too, bands like that are usually the ones that kind of make it more than bands that kind of, like, actually play more all together, like, for fun, and, like, you know, everybody shares a spotlight kind of deal. You know, when it was forced onto the YouTube album, yeah. Everyone considered it friggin' a virus, pretty much. Okay, that was my fault.
An X-Man.
Bam, 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 bam. Okay, you're gone. Duck. The duck's gone. Secondary duck. Secondary duck's gone. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whatever. So, like, that's why, honestly, punk sometimes is a really good style of music. I'm in the freaking air, dude. Come on, just let me have something. Anyways, I'm losing my focus here. This is going to be the other level I'm going to end up losing at for the rest of the night. The singer does not always have to be the main character. So that's one of the biggest problems. Here's the thing. I've always had that thought too, and I am forever like that. It's because, unfortunately, from back in the day, and it's still kind of the thing nowadays, really, the singer is still seen as the main important member of the band, as far as people who are not, like, super knowledgeable about music will kind of go. The singer will always be the most important member of the band. It will always be the first thing you would think of whenever you hear music. for the general public, for the most part, if you are into like just barely into instruments and stuff like that, then you'll start to see more as like the whole band as being a unit as well. Like when you start having more an appreciation to like everything else inside the band. It was because back in the day, it was for songwriting. If you were the songwriter, as in the lyric writer, you were seen as the most important member of the band. So like the melody or like the songwriting and everything wasn't really as. Basses are always labeled as the least important, sadly. Yeah, exactly. Which is funny because honestly, drums and bass are the most important members of the band. First and foremost, I will always be that guy. Whenever I write my music, if I'm mixing and mastering, drums, then bass, then whatever else. Usually rhythm guitar, and then leads are the last things I'm doing. The absolute last thing I'm doing. Because here's the thing. When you're a guitarist, the one thing you want is your guitar to sound sick. The funny thing is, when you're recording, you want your guitar to kind of sound like garbage, in a sort of sense. The reason why is because it mixes better with the drum, with the bass, and you want the highs to play nice with the drums. The drums are very dynamic. The guitars aren't as dynamic, I would say. They are, but like, drums are more about transients than bass and guitar. So your bass needs to play nice with a kick drum. Your guitar needs to play nice with the snare and the hi-hats for the most part. If anything, mostly the hi-hats, because you can kind of get it to play like on the sides. Lead guitar can kind of kick in the center, and that's about it. And usually, snare and the guitar can kind of like play within each other, and usually it's fine. Bass, you need that to really be as great with the drums as possible. You don't need to seriously lock it in as much. You don't, honestly, I think about it now, if you're recording music, making it not as tight as possible is probably one of the better ways to do it, if anything. Mostly because, like, even though, like, tight guitars and stuff like that do sound really good, I think it's a little too polished. So if you can play guitar as perfect as possible, even minor imperfections should stay. Anyways, and that goes for like any instrument. Bass, drums, guitars, anything. Saxophones, clarinets, how about that? Xylophones, triangle. So yeah, no. The thing is that like the guitars always want to be heard. They want to be the loudest thing in the room. The bass is literally the entire glue of the band. The drums fill up the entire room. The bass is the glue and the sole foundation. If you have a weak bass, you're gonna have a shit song. I will say that right now. Cause some Metallica albums, I think it was Saint Anger, sucks for what? No bass, terrible snare, if I remember correctly. There's one album I remember there's like literally no bass at all. Honestly, it's hard to listen to. There's even like a couple songs I've listened to from like other bands that like are still really rough. Even my own songs, they suck because like the bass is just not there. It just doesn't sound full. It doesn't sound apparent, and you don't want, and also it's hard to make it not sound muddy to the point where like it's just blocking everything else out, or too thin. But you know, once you get that point, it's good. The Saint Anger snare sounds like a frying pan. Frickin' hell yeah. And Justice for All had no bass. That's the one. Yeah, I think no. Trapped Under Ice is on Ride the Lightning, and Justice for All. I don't even know if I can name a song that's on Justice for All. Jason Newsted is amazing. I freaking love him. He got screwed. He unfortunately got really screwed. Him and Chris Slade are, I think, two members of their respective bands that they replaced a member for, that they unfortunately got royally screwed over. Chris Slade is, you know, he keeps it very simple, but like, dude, the energy he has, the way he drums, and the fact he has like the freaking, he has like, I think like 2 bass drums that like he hits on like the sides as well to like make like a power sound. It sounds so good. And he's a sick drummer. He got screwed over from AC/DC, unfortunately. And you know, same thing. He came back for, I think, playing a live show at one point. He's not doing it for this tour, which remember my buddy was talking to me about, which I thought was really sad. Kez did a good job at keeping all the instrument included. Yeah. Shit.
We have a problem.
I do love Kiss. For the love of God, just jump and float like a bee. I didn't jump. Okay. Kiss always had like a really good song, but then again, like back in like the 70s, the 80s, like they had like a really good but like unpolished sound because I don't know, I think, well, no, they figured it out, but like they figured it out, but like it had like still like a sense of like not the kind of like production that we have, especially starting in the 80s, that I do appreciate more than nowadays. Even to the point where like I kind of keep my mixing very simple. I add saturation for the most part rather than just like doing super EQing, because I find like doing the right kind of saturation does kind of like make the instrument kind of sit better than any kind of like EQing you could really do for the most part. And it would still keep the natural sound, even if it sounds like has like a... It can fix some of the frequencies as well if you can like sweeten up in this sort of way. It's working the harmonics, the kind of deal. I play the note! Recently been to Linkin Park. Nice. Actually, hell, even myself, I've been listening more frickin' Kill Switch Engage. I've been super into The End of a Heartache. Again, there's a synthwave cover of the song I really like. I did like how Kill Switch Engage sounds, you know, with like my curse and stuff. Never got super into them, mostly because like at that point I got into like different kind of like metal stuff. A lot of death metal back in the day. More nowadays, I've been exploring more bands I know of, especially like most like one song bands I know of. Not because they're famous for one song, but mostly because I know them for one song only. And I've been going more into like the discovery and discography and stuff like that. I've only really been through the End of the Heartache album with Kill Switch Engage, but frig man, that song, it's so good. Linkin Park is another band I need to listen to more of as well. They're also really solid. Okay, actually, one of my favorite things to look up on YouTube. How'd you make your logo for your channel? Trying to improve mine. I got me somebody to help out with that. That's how much I helped myself into the freaking liquid. No, Cubanari actually helped me with the logo and stuff like that. Like, so the channel icon, basically, I guess it would be the logo, is based off, here, I'll even freaking show you here. It's literally based off my freaking Ernie Ball Paradigm pick. So it's a triangle, because I use triangle picks. Hell, actually, because I didn't want to lose this pick constantly, because I did a couple times, I made a couple of ones out of epoxy. So I've been rocking like these epoxy triangle picks. That's like my favorite kind of pick. Some people don't even know mine is of a lion. Oh, hell yeah. Freaking, okay, so actually with the background. So actually, this is a good example of it. So the one thing I wanted is that, like, I always love the Dodge Ram freaking badge. So I was like, okay, I kind of want something like that with like the triangle guitar pick, because that's what I use. I don't use like a regular, you know, shaped guitar pick, because I thought it was really cool to kind of like add on instead of like just like a normal guitar pick. It's a freaking triangle, anyways. So the Lynx, because Lynx is my favorite cat, and also Link Savior, my channel. And an LS on the bottom of it. So, I don't know, it fits all together really well. And dude, it looks so cool. And actually with the whole thing about like how like it's like, again, I love synthwave. I love the whole vaporwave and retrowave background thing. So I changed it up a tiny bit. Well, Q did, but like I changed up the idea of it where like, because I also love the Northern Lights, they're super cool and beautiful colors. I was like, you know what would work better if we did synthwave, retrowave, kind of like the grid layout, and the Aurora Borealis sky, rather than the vaporwave sun. And yeah, that's basically like what the kind of like branding is. I just want to use save from the sauce. If I'm just being. I want to use the save form of swastika. There is technically the way of like how it's actually spun. It's because of how they spun it around. What am I doing? I forgot to change it. There we go. I didn't do anything. I just got shot. Stop freaking pegging me with your stupid laser beams of baloney. In the black sun is bad to use. Really? Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? I don't know, the pain. I don't know, something. I forgot the lyric. Spoon Man. Okay. Nah! Go in the jello with your cat. Save me. It is also used by Nazis. Really? I know they also use the eagle as well. They use a lot of stuff, actually, to be honest. Had a lot of different, like, symbols, but then again, like, who didn't? Started feathered by the cataracts. I am on the ground! That's like a mile in the air, dude. Seriously, man. Okay, something I was gonna say earlier, I just remembered I was talking about it. Bubsy! What are you doing to me, bud? You're giving me an aneurysm. One thing I've been watching that I really enjoy is people just recreating guitar tones on YouTube. I love it. I freaking love it. I press backwards. Oh my god. Dared and feathered. Stop! I just want to turn left. Jesus. Murphy. Oh, also really good amplifiers. The one that I really do like is the Rev Generator 120. But yeah, I know. So I've been watching people just recreating guitar tones on YouTube, and I love it. React to it before the end of the stream. So I talked about this before. You weren't here for this. This was like yesterday, where like I do want to do more music related stuff. The thing is that like on YouTube, it kind of sucks. So like, I know I'm not like being monetized right now and stuff like that. And it's something I do need to kind of be careful of, because even like certain songs I played in like the beginning, hell, even like this song here that's playing in the game could be copyright struck actually. I need to be careful. I need to pick and choose when to do music stuff. And that's what I want to do. I want to start doing kind of like a couple, if I can do this full time, I would kind of do 2 streams in a day if I could. I would do a music stream. Claim not struck. That's right. Sorry. There's a difference. I want to do 2 streams in a day. One that's music, one that's guitar gaming. So I want to split it because like if I do the music stuff, then like if that gets claimed, doesn't matter. Because I'll be doing it for that reason. It's going to be fine. Oh my god, it's sniping me. So I do want to just be... And even thrices. So I definitely do want to do more music. Like if people want me to react to songs, list of songs, we can just shoot the shit. Me playing guitar, recording music, playing guitar, playing mix, anything. I want to do that as its own separate stream rather than like a full 4-hour stream. So like say if I did like an hour or 2 of music and then like say like a 4 hours of playing games with guitar. I would love to do that. That's a dream. So I'd probably do that one after the other. So like what I would probably do would be the end of stream on YouTube only. I could keep it rolling on Twitch. It won't really matter. Or on Kick. I'm also stream. I'm like triple streaming, but YouTube is the biggest problem. And unfortunately, it's also like the... Actually, no, I think it's basically in between both YouTube and Twitch. It's been like actually pretty equal of like viewership. Sometimes I swear I freaking talk too much and I get like acid reflux. And I am getting different freaking cutscenes, let me tell you. But yeah, I know, like when it comes to like song requests, I was originally thinking about doing that. I'm like, I need to figure out a good way of doing it where it doesn't destroy my... Dude, just turn. Come on. I need the lives. How many do I have? Am I on my last one? Yes, I am. One a purple Explorer, a purple one with burgundy red print decal with a lion on it. Ooh. See if there's anybody around your area that can do custom print jobs. So I have a friend. I guess more of an acquaintance. my friend's boyfriend, he's a wicked good artist, and he recently, in like the past couple of years, got into guitar painting and now guitar making. Like he's actually making his own guitars now, and he does like custom art for it, and they're beautiful, dude. Like the dude's a wicked good artist, and I'm thinking about if I can get like a little bit more cash on hand. I do want to get a custom guitar from him, and I'm not even close to it, dude. Seriously. Yeah, red lion on the neck. I forgot what it's called. King of Red Lions? That does sound really sick. But like, I do want something that's like really inlay. That's the one, yeah. So like I want a guitar that like, again, I need to purposely build a guitar. Or just still put the hexaphonic pickup on this, which I still want to try. I'm gonna be trying that like this weekend. I am super trying that. I don't know how it's gonna work with the whole TV and everything. Hopefully the TV doesn't include any more guitar lag. I hope it doesn't include any more guitar lag. Oh boy. Or latency. Sorry. I think it'll be fine. Because I need 2 more inputs, and my Audient only has 4. Well, technically 2 inputs, right? It has 2 channels, but I can split them left and right. So I just need to be able to use my TV for the extra 2 inputs, so I can have 6 pickups for my 6 strings, individual pickups for each string, so I can send it out to my thing and possibly destroy my computer with MIDI Guitar 2. So I need to try to see if I can run 6 instances of MIDI Guitar 2. And then kind of go from there about like what to do. Oh my god, you really are gonna do that to me. Yo, have a good night, man. Thank you for stopping by. Oh my god. Yes, continue. This game is very painful. Dream about your Explorer, bud. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, again, there's a lot of things I would love, but like, I am not in a place in life right now where like I'm able to get it. So I'm just trying to make do with what I can. Freaking camera, I forgot. Okay, that's my fault. So yeah, so I know for a bit, if it does work, maybe for the week, I'll try to see if I could just go with just that one guitar only. And then, dude, full jump. And test out the waters, because if it's something viable, then we're in the clear. You know what, even before I end tonight, what I might do is just toss on 6 instances of MIDI Guitar 2 and see how that likes it. Oh my god, I know I need to send it all to... It's mostly just that. Honestly, that's probably my biggest worry right now. If it hates 6 instances of MIDI Guitar 2, that's gonna be an issue. If it's fine with it, I am in the running. Then I just need to really just use freaking 6 outputs. So I'm going to do 6 MIDI outputs then, because I can't just use any. I need to actually do 3 different ones. Whoa. Or 6. Wait, no, I can do individual ones. Oh, I can. Never mind. Okay, I still don't know if my computer's going to be happy with 6 friggin' things, though.
Shoots, he scores!
Oh boy. Wait, no, I'm going too far. 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 Well, now I can make it back. Well, now I'm going back to starting. Okay. Am I in my last life already? Nope. Well, technically, yes. The other problem is, like I said, like I gotta bring in a whole ass TV in my room, right? Like, well, okay, of course I got the small Tim Hortons TV. Unfortunately, that's not the one that has the cable I need, or the input I need. Although if I did buy a breakout box, I could just use a small one, so I could just spend like another 25 bucks on it. But again, that's just, I don't want to spend $25. I just need the individual $25. Pick up the 2 breakout cables, split it into left and right signals, and then just let it rip. What am I doing? I'm like thinking. Too much, too much, too much. Back it up, back it up. Back it up, Terry. Hi. Where are you? Nope. Seriously? Ah. It was too high up. Dude! Like I said, though, I am the king of hodgepodging crap. Eventually, I will get everything that works with everything I have. It's just, unfortunately, so my biggest thing is, if I had a Mac instead, what I could do is create an aggregate device. If I were to grab, my buddy still has my freaking audience, or not my audience, my freaking other thing. Not paying 600 bucks for it. Yeah, that's why I built this stupid thing. Here's the thing. Okay. Now, think about this. There's that. Keep that in mind. This is just if you were not building with Lego. That is replaced with this. It's always sold out for some stupid. I think they. I don't know if they're making actually anymore. Something like that. So I might be SOL out of that. But like, yeah. So think about this. If you're not building stuff with like what you have, in my case, Lego. So think about this. You're paying $600 for that. If you look up the submarine pickups, what's it called? I don't have it up anymore. I took it down because I figured out what I want to do. Specific one. Submarine pickups, which I still would love to have. Is this sub 6? Or sub pro? Sub 6. Okay, if you get the sub 6 pickup, it's in pounds. It's 225 bucks right now. It's on sale, apparently. That's cool. Free shipping from UK, Canadian taxes and duties prepaid. Ooh, that's actually really cool. So it'd actually be still expensive. In Canadian, that's like double that. That's like almost 400. That's okay. I'll call that $400 for the pickup. That's still lowballing it, by the way. And then another $300 for expander / interface for my computer so I could actually run it. So if I want to run my setup minus the Lego stuff and like all the other RAM crap I'm doing, I need to spend 1,000 in minimum. 1,000. Hell, that's even American. That's $600. So that's even like less than that. Like 1,000. Like say like I'll just say $1,500. I need to spend more on it because they're curious about it. Still need a guitar before you get one. Yeah. No, it's really cool. It's basically just a MIDI controller. I think it's Hall effect based MIDI controller, which is really good. So the funny thing is, if you were to frickin' do it, speaking of Hall effect sensors, if you would, what you could do is that if you really wanted to build a simple one out of like parts you can grab, if you grab like say a controller, if you're handy with soldering, you could grab like a controller frickin' potentiometer and just solder that so it could actually read your frickin' input. Thing is, it doesn't send it out into frickin' MIDI, but you can grab like an Arduino and just program it for that. Or do what I did, which is just grab an already existing pedal that could do TRS in, because a control stick thing is a potentiometer. It is being read. So like if you can somehow add a stick to that, like a whammy, like a stick, what you can do is that you can actually send out positive and negative values to the pedal and be able to make that work as like a freaking whammy bar, which honestly would be a lot easier than building this. It would be less pieces. There would be an actual way of doing it. And also have like stops on that too, and I'd be able to make it smaller a little bit. It's mostly just trying to figure out how to stick the freaking potentiometer on there. But I just used an actual potentiometer. I just kind of made it a little bit bulky, and like unfortunately, I know I just, you know, showed you a very small image of it. A very small freaking moment of it. But no, you can build it yourself. It's not that hard. If you look up like a schematic of like, okay, actually the way I had to build this is actually a little bit. No, I think controller potentiometer is actually even better in a certain case. It's just that, son of I thought you went further. God, you also go small. It's mostly because I'm talking and playing at the same time. Because the values of potentiometer here goes way too high, and because I need smaller values in general, I had to do some wizardry in BOEM to make it work. But if you were able to use like a very small, or even like a sliding potentiometer, you'd be fine. But like a spinning one, no, it's too much. It's too much throw. Freaking ear chicken. I don't know why, I find like sucking on my tongue sometimes like freaking makes it kind of go away. It's like one of those really random things that like, oh god.
Float like a butterfly.
Something I've always done that like, I don't know, I feel like always just takes care of it for me. Hiccup. But yeah, I remember when the virtual Jeff was like something I was gunning for that I really needed. And then I built the Lego thing and it worked after a lot of figuring out. And I got 2 of them, so I can make use of it. There you go. Hi. And so now I just need the hexaphonic pickup going, and then we're good to go. Even though it's going to be more just 6 pickups. my hexaphonic pickup system that I want to make, which is again just 6 cheap single coil pickups that's just going individually into a bunch of friggin' inputs, including a TV. But hey, what works? I have the material to actually try it. So I might as well make you a test of it. It's just that if I can eventually grab the proper things, like the properly built things. Why did you frickin' run?
Here we go again.
I agree. We're going the wrong way. No, that's the right way. After that, I don't think there's really much else I'm missing. Cause I just need the, well, okay, MIDI Guitar 3 Hex. That's the only program missing. Is that like a beta? I'll check it up later. You know what? It's almost 10:30. After this after this life, I think I'll end it for tonight, and I'll look into a couple things. Because I think hardware side, I think I'm good. I think I'm actually good. Software side, I don't think I'm good, but that's because I'm not too sure. Oh, you scared me. Dude. Almost there. Okay, there we go. Rainy days ahead. That's Happy Cat. Okay. So, okay. Play some music in the meantime. Okay, so like I said, there's nice freeze frame. I need Reaper to be happy with running 6 instances of MIDI Guitar 2. How much does it take up on its own? And I know it does have a, I think a RAM usage thing, or CPU, no, a CPU usage, sorry. Input, wrong thing. Because if I can run 6, that'll be fine. I can just run individual pickups to each one of them. And I just need a thing that I do have Surf EQ, which rides on a frequency. So what I could do is make it ride on the lowest frequency, because it can only, the strings can only play whatever the lowest is and everything higher up from that. So like say if you're playing a low E, it can't play any note lower than that. If you're playing a F note above the low E, it won't touch the low E at all. It will only do that. So I need something that like pulls down, because it will still like find the harmonics afterwards. I need something that cans those harmonics and only keeps the initial note, which is the lowest frequency that's hitting. So like even like the high E 12th fret or 24th fret, it will play harmonics for higher notes, but it will. I want it to only keep the lowest frequency is of that point, which will be like 2,000 hertz, something like that. Anyways, all right, controller 1, show me the money. It's not using that much. You might be good. Receiving MIDI output is sent to host. So I'll be fine with that. 2 in, 2 out. MIDI guitar 1. So yeah, so I could do input for that, and I could do a bunch of other inputs for the rest of them. And I could just pan left and right, because I need to read either the left channel or the right channel. Okay, so that'll be doable. Are you already on there? You are. Okay, so I already have 4 instances up, and it's actually working just fine. There we go. Okay, I got 4 instances up. How are you now? Good, and you? Oh. Okay, it's a little bit higher, but that's because I think it's also reading the other ones that are on as well, and they're very low. So it's barely using anything. Okay, I think hardware is going to be good. Or software. So hardware is good so far. I just need to test out. I know it's going to work, because it's basically just like freaking, you know, this thing is supposed to be able to read anything coming into it with the optical in. The TV has optical out, or Toslink, or ADAT, or whatever you want to call it, SPDIF. So that'll work. I know that I can connect whatever audio into my TV, and I can do my guitar as well. There's going to be a bit of a roundabout way of doing that, but I know I have the stuff to be able to do it. I don't know if it's already connected to this thing, but I can switch this out for the other one and connect my freaking interface to the other thing. Back. Welcome back. Welcome to me talking about all my stuff. So I'm done for tonight there. I'm just like kind of just shooting the shit. So what my plan is that I have here. I'll go grab the guitar axle. I'll just show it. Also, I gotta put my controllers away. Boop. Hey, Lego guitar here. Let me be right back. I'll tell everybody the stupid idea I have, even though I've already been doing that for a while. Okay, so going back on guitar stuff. Oh my god! Here is my Aria Strat. It is a Stratocaster. It is a red guitar. It has 3 pickups. So okay, so the plan is I have this guitar. This is probably the one guitar I am fine with doing that I'm not really using actively that I can do modifications for. And like freaking, so the plan is I have another Strat copy that I've already replaced the pickups on, which is my metal guitar. It's down tuned. My crappy Strat, but like I might need to use that one. If this, I don't think this one has swimming. Oh, I might actually need to use the other guitar. Whatever. Still, I might need to. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can just. I got transposing stuff. I think I might just use my other guitar because it's garbage anyways. So the plan is, I have these 3 single coils. My other guitar, my black one, has a bunch of freaking single coils on a loaded pickguard that I've already replaced. So it has a different one on it right now. So I have 6 pickups I can work with. I have 6 strings. So the plan is I'm going to use like a pickup and try to flip it sideways. So it's going to be running lengthways instead of like all the 6 strings. So that one pickup reads 1 string. So the plan is I'm going to try staggering them, or if I could try to keep them all in one row, I'd do that. I will totally do that. But if I have to, I'm going to need to stagger them so that they can all fit on the body, and they will all read an individual string. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to have a jack for every 6 of them, and they'll just be like down here or whatever there. I need to make that work. I need to figure out something. And there was like a little cavity here too, and my other guitar is like a swimming pool route frickin' cavity. I don't think I can actually do it with this guitar. I might need to open this up and just check it out real quick. I might just need to do it with the black one, because I do have a guitar that does have the swimming pool route, and I know it does because I've opened that thing to death and back. So I have 6 jacks. I'm gonna need to plug in 6 guitar cables into one guitar and send it out to my freaking interface and a TV, because the TV has 2 inputs, which I need to use. I need to use my guitar pedals, my multi-effects, because my multi-effects do line out. So I'll be able to do line out from those into my audio, into my interface, because the TV has an optical out, which will go into this. It'll read those 2 channels. So then I have channel left, channel right, so 2 of them, so for 2 strings. And then I will be able to see, hopefully if the latency is not too bad, then it shouldn't, it really shouldn't. Then I'll be able to have everything going through Reaper. I'll have 6 instances of freaking MIDI Guitar 6, 1 for each string, going into Bone MIDI Translator, and my inputs should be freaking pristine. Should be, keyword, big fancy word. Fanciest word is pristine. Should be, sorry, actually. Pristine is the one I want. Should be is what I'm kind of getting at right now. So, I'm probably going to test that out, because I will eventually actually properly build a pickup so I can actually put it on my Lego guitar, and probably just build one for this or whatever. And so then I'll actually have still need to figure that out, because I need to figure out how to put in a bunch of jacks. But for the sub 6 pickup, they do have a TRRS thing, so I might be able to do something with that. I might need to make my own cable, really. That's what I'm coming down to. I'm gonna need to make my own guitar cable for specifically just the pickups, and I can just run 2 jacks instead of 6, and then 2 lighter cables rather than a full freaking thing. Spread strings across the stereo field, apply hexaphonic fuzz, create an open source guitar synth. Yes. Use with modular synths, trigger samples, shift individual strings, apply microtonal audio. Oh no, tunings, or introduce a guitar to a world of immersive audio. That's what I'm doing. Immersive audio into gaming. Make it into a controller. Instead of all 6 fighting for frequencies, it's going to be individual ones doing their own thing, hopefully. So I have plans, I have ideas, I have everything except for 2 things, and that's 2 breakout cables for my interface, because I need to split individual channels up, and that's $25. So I went from like $600 plus to $25, because I have everything except for 2 cables. And I don't have the ends to be able to, well, actually I do technically. I could sacrifice, I'm not even using that cable. think no, I need ends. I need jacks. I need jacks for sure. I mean, I could just make it. Actually, I could just use 2 cables and just wire it into one. No, that won't work. Yeah, no, I think I might just buy the breakout jacks, because if I get those, then at least I'll have like the proper things, and then I can just figure out a thing from there. I don't have stereo jacks either, so I can't make like have like 3 stereo jacks instead of like 6. I mean, just make something stupid. I gotta make my own pick guard. I gotta make the spacing for the pickups. I got to do a bunch of work, and I'm hoping this works, because this is like the best idea, and this is the easiest way you have to test it. And if it works really well, comparing to say if I use this strat rather than my other strat, then with this strat with the pickups, the hexaphonic, or the 6 pickups per string, or a pickup per string, sorry, rather than my normal guitar, my Explorer, or one of my regular strats, then I will be better off that way. And I can just build a freaking hexaphonic pickup, because I should have all the garbage necessary, including the wire, to actually make the spool. Well, I don't have the wax. That's the only problem. Oh, I still need to do a bunch of things for it, so I won't be able to fully finish it. So I think I might need to rock the strat for a while if I do finish it, until I figure out something for the thing. So what I might do is, because that's going to involve rebuilding this thing a tiny bit. Frick. Yeah, no, I need to just start with this, and then maybe just start making the other thing. What I might need to do is run wires. If I do make the pickup, run wires off of it and figure out something. So I need to figure something out. So I do have like a bunch of like tiny neodymium magnets I can use. Strong as shit, but it'll work. I don't need to make it super strong either. I just need it to work. But yeah, you're about to friggin' bear witness of probably the stupidest looking guitar. The stupidest working guitar. And the funny thing is, because I'll be able to plug it all into my interface, if I just load up like 6 instances of freaking amp sims there, oh my god, it would have the thickest sound in the world. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very unsure how it's gonna work out. The closer I can bring the pickups to the bridge, the better, because I'll have more spacing, so it'll be a little bit quieter. Even though it's gonna be 6 pickups long, I could just pop out a couple bobbins, or not bobbins, the magnets, or even just take out the magnets themselves. No, that would be too much. No, I think the best thing for me to do is basically just make a pickguard, grab everything, solder it on. I don't need volume. I could add capacitors to make it a little bit darker if I need to. So tone control, I need to figure that out, but I think spikier is better. Or if anything, what I could do is just do it on my PC, because I got EQ, compression, crap like that. So I have a lot of things to work with. I have a bunch of things to work with. And it just all comes down to just making it work. And my TV is actually small enough, I'll be able to just stuff it into the side there. You'll probably end up seeing it in the corner. Thing is, I need it close enough to this thing too, though. That's the only problem. And I'm gonna need 3 outlets. One for the TV, because I need it on. And I need 2 of my freaking multi-effect. Unless I'm able to use this, and I do have a second one of these built, but it's more of an amplifier. And then it is a line out thing. No, I gotta use my multi-effect. So I have a bunch of plans. I have the means to be able to make it, minus 2 things. Well, 1 thing, 2 of them. That I will probably end up trying to see if I can get that on Saturday. I still want to be working on Lego Ganon, so I need to use my time wisely here. I know I'm going to be having a little bit more free time during next week. Unfortunately, only just next week. So I will have time to just test out everything, and I need to get cracking on building it. So I think Friday will be a very make myself busy day. And I just need those 2 cables, and I can just test everything out. Unless if I make it myself, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't think it'll play nice with the way I want to do. Either way, depending on how I do it. I mean, could. I have to sit down and think about it. I have to look at the cable. I have to open it up. And desolder it. And resolder it. But, depending on how I do it, I might need to use more electrical. I don't know where my electrical tape went. Okay, that's something for me to figure out later. I have a bunch of things I need to figure out. I need a bunch of things to kind of think about. If I could save those $25, I'd freaking do it. I can. I do have the cables for it. I could just sacrifice them. It just require more soldering, and that's not really a big problem. It's just trying to make it work. Which I can. It's just gotta make it work. And then just trying to make everything happy in Reaper, and then make everything happy in Bohm. Thing is, because I could send everything out as one MIDI thing out of Reaper, then everything should be nice and happy for my controls. So I'll have actually one custom guitar kind of loaded up and rolling. Don't know how well it'll be, but I am really looking forward to it. And it's going to be one project I'm going to be really looking forward to actually working on. Among like all the other things I'm working on, like the Lego Ganon, I guess always the Lego stuff. Bunch of Lego. And also I still need to fix my freaking iPod and see if I can do that, but I think I might save that for next week. I keep on pushing it back. I do want to finish though. I have a ton of things that I need to get doing. I need to get going on. I think this weekend I will be doing some crazy business, and hopefully everything will be working out, and hopefully everybody will be here to witness it, and then you'll be seeing a stupid guitar. It will be a little bit less of the Explorer for now, probably, if I do get it finished. That's going to be for mostly testing for this thing, the Stratocaster body thing, to see if it'll actually work. Because if it does, then I will start planning on trying to make the pickup, at least starting on it. And I might need to leave it until later, but I will be able to at least like figure out some wiring stuff and just try and see what I can use for it. I might just use more Lego for everything, really. I might need to use screws for the pull pieces, which is going to be the easiest thing to do, and just find like some kind of like plastic. I have a bunch of things I can use. I just don't know what I need to use first or foremost or at all. If there are thick enough screws, but I can't use big enough heads, they have to be small enough. And I just kind of like use the magnets and try to see if I can like finagle it. Actually, I should be able to. It's only 8mm space in between. I think I have 5mm freaking magnets. So they're a little bit thicker though. I wish they weren't, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. I don't know how much I'll be able to put in that body. I do have my blue Les Paul. It does have issues, but it will be usable. Actually, I could probably test it on that instead. Yeah, and I'll be able to make a plate for the 6. That's for later. I need to think about that for later. I just need to end up building the pickup first and then just making it. So, yeah. TV, cables, or make them. Friggin' guitar, pickups, friggin' pick guard. The pick guard I need to make because I could just modify one of these, but I think because of this pickup placement in all my pick guards, I think that would end up screwing up screw holes. So I might just need to find like a chunk of plastic and then just cut that or something hard. I should have something kicking around I should be able to use. If not, I'll go buy one at Dollarama. I'll make it out of paper mache. No, it's gonna be brutal with the cables. The other thing I can do too is just like screw a bunch of holes into like the friggin' body, or drill a bunch of holes and just make like a friggin' plate for it. Because again, the other guitar is a piece of crap. I'll go grab it. So probably not this guitar. Now I'm thinking about it. I think it literally has routing for only just a pickup. So I think maybe not this one. I do have. I do have this guitar. This is my first electric, which is also a huge piece of garbage. But it works, and this is my metal guitar because it has metal pickups in it. This guitar has a swimming pool route. Sorry, I meant in the body. I can make the pickups as close to the bridge as possible. And also having a bunch of room for all the frickin' chips and stuff. And I can also use this as well. The other thing I could do too is just screw or drill a bunch of holes in the body as well, and then just making like a huge plate and just trying to make it work that way. So I have that as well. So I could just write out like a huge chunk, make it right in the back of like right in the sides here. Also, I got like 3 holes already in the front here, so I should really not care about this guitar all that much. Thing's already a piece of junk anyways. It shattered during the winter time. I had to re-glue it here, and it continues into the neck as well. I don't know that. But oh, this thing's really out of tune. But it does feel okay. I did work on it a long time ago. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I forgot to get a review. Oh my god. Ah, there we go. Play that. God, actually that picking feels so weird on this. I need to get back to used to doing that. So, yeah. So I have the routing I could do on this. I could drill out the holes in the bottom, or just put them on the pickguard. I might just drill it on the bottom because I think it'll weaken the pickguard too much. And there were man who hated his uncopy struck channels so much. I know, right? His perfectly uncopywritten, copyright struck channel. Or claimed, sorry. I hate my channel. Whoops. Ah, whatever. So yeah, no, I don't know. I have a bunch of plans and stuff, and I'm hoping this will work. And if it does, then gaming should be a lot better, because precision should be way better. And I don't know. And hey, man, like freaking, I've been playing through different guitars for like a while. I played through my Airline, I played through my Strat, I played through my Blue guitar, I played through my Explorer. I played through my SG. I think I did play a couple times through my freaking Strat. I don't think I played. No, I played through my Telecaster. I think I said that. What else I've played with? I think that's about it, actually. I also have my other freaking Strats I had too, but I'm pretty sure I used my red Strat back when I had burgundy freaking background, something like that. So. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of figuring out to do. I have a lot of soldering to do. I have a lot of friggin' cutting to do. I think that will be fine. I can use my Dremel to try to just friggin' shape it out and just file it down to shit. Because the thing is, I don't think, unless I use the old pickguard and just try to fill it up, I could try to just friggin' make a glue friggin' thing for it and just put like a plate on like the bottom. Acoustic you have in this year, true, I haven't used my acoustic at all. I could just use the old pickguard and just refix it. I don't know if it's shrunk. I don't know if it's garbage. This pickguard's actually pretty good, but it's not meant for this. But yeah, this guitar is unfortunately in very rough shape. But it is still in a very good playing, very rough shape. It's still a guitar shape. It's still guitars. So we're good. But I know tuning on this thing is also really garbage because the tuners are also really bad, but they still work fine. I freaking lifted my leg here. There you go. So yeah, I don't know. There's gonna be there's gonna be a bit of a change in instrument, hopefully, and or hopefully that'll fine. And eventually, I would love to make something that will work for this. I don't know, man. If I could, I would try to make a very, very small, thin pickup for this, and then just stick it on Lego-wise, and then just having it work that way. That's a dream. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I need to figure something out for that, and that's gonna be a lot of building, and a lot of figuring out, and a lot of trial and error, a lot of winding. I do have a spool of freaking wire that will work for this. I need to have enough that will sound enough. It doesn't need to sound good. It just needs to sound enough. But then again, it's all the outputs and stuff. It's gonna suck. So yeah, I don't know. There's a ton. But I'm looking forward to this because I love doing stupid stuff and having stupid ideas, and I love when stupid ideas I have work. And so far, it sounds like a stupid idea that might work. I just need to just get on it. So I'm just going to just probably toss on the pickguard and then just like start marking up the frickin' pickguard, the old pickguard I need to put on it. Mine beat? No, I think the spool's gonna fit in the center. I'm still thinking I need to cut a new one. Also, what I like about that pickguard too is because I got like HSH and do like hair metal stuff. Hot pickup, hair metal. Which means I'm eating their body out. I don't know. I haven't really used it all that much either. I think it'd be better off if I just try to make something out of it. So something stupid out of it. And hoping it's gonna work out. Hoping it's gonna pan out. But, you know, you can only tell when I actually finish it. I need to put the backup back on it. Feels comfortable. But yeah, I don't know. I just need to build it. Build it and it will come, they say. That's what I need to do. So I'm hoping that'll work. So far, everything else, everything that I've thought about, everything I had in mind, everything I've just looked at, including the MIDI guitar too, everything seems like it's gonna work. I still need to do a bunch of testing. And the cool thing is, because I'm running 6 pickups, I can actually change the height of the pickups. So if I want to make some quieter and some louder, I can totally do that. I can't really set it side to side unless if I like shim the sides of these, which I could do as well, but that would be way too much work or not really too much extra. And I need to keep it intonated too because it needs to actually work. I don't know. Sounds stupid, seems stupid. Too stupid to be real? No, I think it's gonna be fine. And the guy is on its last season. Dewey gets a spin-off, which is weird. It's on its last season, really? That's interesting. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't think it was one of those to be forever kind of show. But my god, that show made its money worth. I still love the first 3 seasons of it. It's probably my favorite favorite seasons of the series. Yep, October. No kidding. I don't know. I might talk to my buddy about that. See what he thinks. 'Cause I know he also like fell out of love with freaking Family Guy as well. He became more of a cash cow more than anything. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I might need to go take care of that. Also, my arm's still on fire. Not as much, but it still hurts. Took my shower earlier. It was super dusty. Like I was friggin' outside. And it got burnt. So I have to make more Orville, please. Orville was also a pretty good show too. I've only seen like the first, I've only seen the pilot episode of it, but it was really good when I watched it. So I don't know. Hopefully they do. Would be neat. Would be neat. But yeah. So definitely not tomorrow. Definitely not Saturday. No, I'm probably gonna end up working a lot on the Lego Ganon, and I need to test it out on my own time. Which the good thing is I don't need to change much for my setup, so I can actually test it. So Saturday I might need to do a trip out to go get breakout cables if I do buy them. Which I do need to go grab groceries in, so I might do that. I don't know. I'm still figuring out stuff really. So I am probably gonna either debate, because if I just go out and get them, then I'll at least just get them, and I'll know they'll work, and I just don't need to finagle with them. I might. It was cool, but I was never a Star Trek fan, which is fair. I think it's more of a comedy, like a space comedy, more than it is like trying to be Star Trek, even though it was like very much so in vein of Star Trek. It was, like I said, I've only seen the one episode, but I remember it was really good. Oh, my arm is red and tanned. I don't know. I need to finish up Disenchanted, actually. Which, that show I really liked. They still had, like, no direction with the show, but, like, it was just still so good. And I don't know. It's unfortunate it's only on Netflix, but I'll find a way to watch it eventually. I don't really have time to watch it, really, because I'm just busy doing stuff. That's funny. I'm actually gonna say that I do have time if I just play it on the side, but I won't be able to pay attention to it. Is what I mean, I guess. There's not really any other TV shows I've been super interested in. There's been like a couple like clips that I've seen on YouTube, but that's about it. Is it working now? Okay, good. I accidentally twitched my finger and closed Reaper. Audio fuzzy. Yeah, sorry, that was my bad. I accidentally closed Reaper. Okay, but yeah, I think it's the end of the stream anyways. I gotta go to bed pretty soon anyways, sir. I gotta go take care of the cat. When I went to go grab my guitar, she just kind of like, she freaking murdered at me because I just woke her up. Tomorrow more Bubsy. I'm hoping I can at least get a lot more work done on freaking Ganon. I haven't really been able to get super much. I did get some, but I still have a lot more. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more done tonight. It's gonna be much, unfortunately, again. But Saturday, I will be able to freaking just hammer on it. I would love to make the cape, but I think the cape might be a later on thing. But as long as I can get the model within the confines of base count that I need, it will work, which is maximum 30,000. Fortunately, I'm still far away from that. So, still looking for that on Sunday. Tomorrow, more Bubsy. Saturday, more Bubsy. And it will be Bubsy list on Sunday and Monday. Sunday, Monday, non-Bubs day. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, because I'm just going to talk in circles again, because I'm just thinking about audio crap. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, because I've been talking for a while. See you guys tomorrow. If I haven't said that enough, I'm just talking in a circle. Alright, take care. Have a good night.